Floss Tube. I'm Terry.
And I'm Jamie.
And we're Cornhusker State Stitchers.
Today is, I didn't look at the date, it is Thursday, December 11th, 2025. And we are here for a WIP Parade.
Welcome.
Yay.
Once a year, she talks me into doing it.
More like force.
So Jamie has a lot of WIPs. I have worked down my WIPs this year, so I have a few, but not as many as I have in the past. Or that she has. You will see wrinkles because we didn't iron.
Oh, I thought you were talking about our faces.
Yeah, you'll see those too. Don't look too close. You'll see a lot of parked threads because we didn't take the time to bury our threads.
Yep, exactly.
Because why? If you're going to keep working on them.
Yeah.
So without further ado, unless you have something to say, let's just go ahead and get into it.
I was just going to say we have a range of everything. Small, big, large, extra, full coverage, little projects, samplers. I got a couple samplers. So yeah, everything.
I completed about 40 WIPs this year.
That's fantastic.
40 finishes, so.
I didn't even count how many I had.
Yeah. And I had forgotten to log some, so who knows how many there are.
I had a lot of little guys. And actually, it's my first project to show you, so we'll talk about that in a minute. But...
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
So Jamie's going to do 2 to my 1, and then we'll see how we work out towards the end.
Yes.
Keep me from sitting around too long doing nothing.
You can tell when she starts to get bored.
Is I yawn?
No, your face speaks.
Oh, yeah. My face does talk.
Do you want me to start?
I do. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
You're 2 to my 1.
My first project is the 12 monthly minis. I am currently working on December, and that is my last one. I started these, I think, in November last year. So I've been trying to do about one a month. And I've gone kind of decent. Okay, I guess you could say. This one's kind of crazy because I made some mistakes. Let's see. Hold on. Get your shit together. This is where I'm at right now.
I brought this board out for you.
Oh, but it's a huge board right now. So this is where I'm at right now. All of these were done on 28 count Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim. And I was off a stitch. Actually, quite honestly, I think the pattern might have been off a little bit. So we're just making do. And I'm going to finish this up.
That's funny. I stitched them and I don't remember the pattern being off.
I'm trying to... Oh, you can barely see it.
I think it's you.
That's what it's going to look like. You know, it could be me. It could be me. And this one I actually was working on today. This is the last one in the series for me as well. This is December, A Year in the... I was going to say the woods. A Year in the Hoop by Small Town Needleworks. Mom did all these last year. I did 6 of them, and now I'm doing the last 6.
I am excited to see that you've stuck with these and you're completing the year.
Yay! This one is all called for, and I did just start it last night, but it is started and it will get finished. A 10 count. 14 count wow. I have not eaten dinner yet. That's what I'm going to blame it on. 14 count Black Ada called for DMCs. And that's where we're at. I've actually finished the gray, the yellow, and the red. I have color completed those.
So we are going to try and hold our things up sideways, like to cover only half the screen, because Jamie's going to insert some previous
before pictures.
I don't know what I have before pictures of, so you just tell me where you want me to hold them at.
Okay.
So my first one is a mini Scaredy Cats by Heaven and Earth Design. It's a full coverage, and I believe, well, I did say mini. It's a mini. It's a Widow guy.
Artwork by Jeff Haney, charted by Heaven and Earth.
Thank you. Thank you for filling in all the blanks for me, because I forget what all to say. 25 count, easy count. And...
Right? You have this board.
And there's the pumpkin. There's the eye of the pumpkin and the nose.
And you're going to start by holding it.
And I'm going to start by holding it over here.
Yep.
So hopefully I have a before picture.
Now you can go back. Do whatever you want. And you were doing it 1/1 full cross? Or, yes, 1/1 full cross.
I believe my goal at this point in time for the next year is to focus on my full coverage pieces. But we'll see. Yes. Things may change.
I, this year, did not give myself permission to work on a lot of things. But I worked on a lot of things. So I did a lot of, like, finishing series. I focused on that this year. I had some WIPs for the shop that I did. But otherwise, I wasn't able to focus on a whole lot. I actually wrote down all of the projects today that I hadn't touched since our last WIP Parade. And it was 75 projects. And I have 107 projects.
I really feel like you've done a lot more stitching this year than you have in the past, though, in the past year.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. You've had bigger starts for sure.
Yes. So this next one for me is a daily stitch along, which I'm very behind on right now. I'm going to go ahead and put a picture in because I don't have a cover photo. Actually, you're only going to see the current day's photo. This is a project by Thread the Needle. She is on Etsy. And like I said, it's a daily stitch along. I'm doing this on 25 count Prim Lugana by Lori Holt. I changed my colors. It's supposed to be more of a jewel tone project. But I made a boo-boo. Which is kind of stupid that I made the boo-boo, but I made it anyway. Yes. Actually, yeah, that would be a great use of this board.
I can get a smaller one if you want. This is just my cleanest one.
It's all right. So, I don't know what happened. I don't know why I was being an idiot. But all these outlines are supposed to be black. All of them. All through. And I was staying caught up. And then I realized that, and then I got disheartened. But even the middle, that black is supposed to be an outline instead of red. Or, I mean, the black should be red. All these park threads are so I remember which one is which color. Without the pattern. I can just fill it in after I rip them out. So it's currently in a modified timeout. And modified means really just, I will get to it. I'm just not doing it right now.
Do you want me to take it out for you?
Would you?
Try. I am still lame. Do you want me to do?
Would you?
I'll try.
Okay. Do you want to explain to the wonderful people why you're lame?
Sorry about that. We had to take a phone call. So I am lame because I had thumb surgery. Mm-hmm. So I've gotten out of my cast now. I still haven't been able to stitch very much. I'm stitching with my left hand.
Yes, she is.
So, and I did finish a project with my left hand. So it's not a WIP, but I'm going to show it after you're done with your next one.
You're what, a month out of surgery? 5 weeks out of surgery?
5 weeks, yeah.
That's exciting. Yeah. Did your PT person give you any timelines today?
No, not really.
Okay.
She's just working me harder and harder. Now we're starting strength training. So I didn't have my compression sleeve on at all today. And then after that, it was aching. So I had to put it on.
She's got strength training on her thumb.
You should see the little barbell I use.
That is a visual. I love it. My next WIP is Christmas Rules. This is by Lizzie Kate. I am doing this particular one, which is all of the patterns stitched on one piece. I was thinking that I didn't hold it in half last time, but it was a new start for me, so okay. I'm doing it like this. Stash conversion, so I did, whatever I had in my stash, I picked it up. This is a 28 count coffee tea dyed fabric. Just an an even weave that I got from Hobby Lobby. And so I'm going to hold it back here first. This is where I'm at. These first ones are all done. And then I was working on the borders.
Is that one we dyed ourselves or you bought it that way?
We dyed it.
Okay.
Actually, I'm supposed to be doing half and half too. So that's where we're at. Yeah. I'm currently using this for Gridiron Grind, which is a game that Kim Hollenbach started and it's also a part of Full Coverage Fanatics. But the idea behind it is you stitch points. You do stitches for the number of points that your favorite football team does, or whatever sport. And I love the Pittsburgh Steelers. So yes, those are my two WIPs.
Okay, so as I alluded to, I had a finish. If you watch our floss tube, then you know that I've been working on this left-handed and getting very cranky doing it. Christmas Magic by Primrose Cottage. This has been going on for a while. And we started pulling these out to show last weekend. And it was still a WIP at that time.
It was, yeah.
But now it's finished. So I still wanted to show it to you guys. So it hasn't been ironed. There it is. This is on, I believe, 28 count, 32 count taupe. And I did the cocoa, the hot, and the cocoa itself, Rudolph, all that top part with my left hand. I'm right-handed. So the stitches aren't as pretty as the rest of it, I don't think, but it's done.
It is done.
So I'm happy.
It's got character. That doesn't look bad at all.
Not as bad as I thought it would.
For the record,
cocoa turned out, I mean, that's not bad, not good at all. But the more I got used to my left hand, the better it got.
Yeah. For the record, she didn't think she could stitch at all, and she was already stitching a week after surgery, so.
I'll take it. It's a win.
My next one is one I'm doing for a friend of mine. This is called Being Strong. It's a quote called Being Strong by Tisha Designs, I think, on Etsy. The quote says, "We don't know how strong we are until being strong is the only choice we have." She lost her husband this year in July, so I wanted to do this one for her.
Oh, that should be your gridiron grind thing.
It should.
Pick a second team. Pick Jim's team.
Well, I do.
You do?
Yeah, I have that as the Packers. That's my husband's team.
Well, if you keep going, then you'll have the whole football league.
Right? So this was a new start for me this year. And I don't have stats on any of these on like where I'm at progress-wise, but that's okay. But I'm doing it in very pale purple colors because those are her favorite. And this is done on... Hold on. I knew there's...
That was a mauve, wasn't it?
It is a 28 count Mirage linen. No, Mirage Lugana. I picture this plus. Two. Oh yeah, I need another one. Hold on. This next one was a WIP, so you will see a before picture. This is Little House Needleworks Snowflakes. I'm doing it on a 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. And I am having fun with this one. Let's hold it back here for a second. This is where I'm at. This is my needle minder, not actually stitched. And that pin over here, which I can't, over there. That's just so I know where I'm going to start counting my stitches next time. I do count stitches. I use a little tally tracker, like a little knitting stitch counter. Yeah. That's what I got. I don't know what else to say about that. That's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say about that. So I log all of my cross stitches in these books. Mm-hmm. But I do have a series of cross stitches that for some reason I've forgotten to log. So I'm going to show those next because I took all the cross stitches out and put them in order of my book so that I could keep track, because we all know I'm not organized and I never can remember what fabric I've done anything on.
So Scaredy Cats was actually in order, but the rest of them aren't. The next ones you're showing, I mean, are not.
That is correct. Okay, we're back. Sorry, we had to pause and have a separate delivery. So I'm not 100% sure where we were, but
we're rolling with it.
We're rolling with it. My next one is Autumn Lane, the Collectors. Autumn Lane Stitchery, the Collectors. And I believe I did say that I don't have these logs, so I don't know when I started it. I don't even know what fabric this is on.
It is, I know it's a 32 count. It's a fiber on the whim.
On the whim?
On the whim. On the whim. Malachite, maybe?
Oh, that sounds pretty. There it is. And I don't think I've had any progress on this one in a year.
Are you even showing it the correct direction? Do you know?
I don't even know that. I think I am, but I don't know. Could be upside down.
I'm not going to be putting in before pictures if there's been no progress. So you'll see that on both of ours. And also, you will see multiple whips that she has, that I have. So
Of the same thing?
Yeah.
The fun thing about doing a WIP parade is you get to actually pull out all your stuff, look at it, see your progress or no progress, feel guilty about it, and then start working on it.
Oh.
Yep, it's all you.
Okay. This is officially my oldest whip.
I love it.
I do too. And I can't wait to actually finish it. This is Country Cottage Needleworks. Snow Days is what it's called. And I'm doing mine on a 28 count Nocturne linen by Picture This Plus. Here, I am going to have a before picture.
Yeah, you've gotten a lot done on this one this year, haven't you?
Yes. Yay, look at him go. I'm building a snowman. I just like looking at him. And then this guy, this is Luminous Fiber Arts. It's called Jingle Jolly Joy. I'm doing it on a 32 count color and cotton fabric that I do not know the color of, but it's kind of a creamy brown. I wouldn't call it yellow. It's looking a little more yellow. But I am doing it, I believe, in the call for threads, actually. But not very much. Mom actually did this piece right here. She did the snowman butt for me.
Oh, I did. Why did I do that?
Well, at the beginning of the year, we were picking each other's projects.
Oh.
And stitching on a project.
That didn't last long, did it?
It didn't. I loved it, but it didn't last long.
Because I stitched on yours, but you didn't stitch on mine. I think that's why we quit.
Yes.
Like, this is one-sided.
Well, you gave me a project I didn't want to stitch on.
We're always trying to find ways to keep Jamie focused in stitching.
It's a feat sometimes.
Was that 2? Okay. My next one is also another one that I have not logged. And this is Winter Bear by Le Petit Croix. I love it. It's turning out to be a little more challenging than I thought it was going to. I'm doing it on 32 count Storm. It's a linen by Atomic Ranch.
Do you remember if you had this started beforehand?
I do not recall.
I'm not sure.
I started at Christmas last year, so I don't think it was during the last WIP parade, but I'll hold it over here just in case.
And
I'm just about positive I don't have a before picture on this one.
She's right here on the sleeve. Kadokai. This one I don't have a cover sheet for, so I'm going to insert a picture. This is a hat for winter by Stitches with Ethel, or by Ethel. Stitches by Ethel. And there we go. I'm doing it on 32 count light blue Lugana by Zweigart. Called for threads, I think. Well, to be honest, I don't know. Mom and I do a lot of stash conversions. So we start projects based off of what we have in stash and pick colors that we like. I didn't do it before. Just in case. That's where I'm at. This whole before photo thing is new to us.
Yeah. If we have to cover something up, then we just have to.
Yeah. This one is by the Drawn Thread. This is Deck the Halls. I absolutely love the Drawn Thread. This one I can tell you for sure is a color conversion because the Drawn Thread calls for Dinky Dyes silks. And I don't have a whole lot of those. But this is where I'm at. I know there's a before picture. This is also on 28 count Coffee Tea Dyed Monaco. So that is a tea dyed spot.
That line is? That's not a fold in the fabric?
Correct. That's not a fold in the fabric. There is an option to do back stitching for the limbs, and I'm choosing to do 1/1.
Yeah.
I know. It's fun though.
Of course, I shouldn't say I did 1/1 once.
Well, all of your full coverages are.
True. I don't mind them. You just gotta be careful that your thread doesn't slide behind the fibers.
Yes.
People told me that. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I figured out pretty darn quick what they were talking about.
Pretty darn.
Pretty darn. Okay, this one also is not logged. It is Tulip Festival by Brenda Gervais. That does not say with thy needle. That is
No, it
just
does not.
plain Brenda Gervais.
I'm sure she started adding her logo with thy needle. I just don't remember when.
And you haven't finished this yet.
I have not.
You will see Jamie's later. Of course, it doesn't matter because I don't have enough done. But you'll see Jamie's later. She did a color conversion.
Yeah, I had fun with that one.
This is the bottom of a flower, and this is the bottom of her dress. That is all I have done.
And I'm guessing this one does not have progress.
This one does not have progress. Okay. This is a 32 count Lugana, and I believe it's a Fortnite fabric, and I couldn't tell you what color it is. It's kind of a purpley thing.
Or is it shale?
Is it shell? Because it kind of does look like shell, doesn't it?
It's either Fortnite fabrics or it's Picture This Plus shale.
If it's not shell, then it very much looks like shell.
Yes.
If you guys want to know what that looks like.
This next one, I haven't even told Mom this yet, but this one I'm doing...
I got secrets too.
a block of a day. So not necessarily like a full square a day, but just like a patch. A patch of anything a day. This is Orca by Carolyn Manning Designs. I am doing mine on Forbidden Fiber Co. And I believe it's called Mothwing. And it is 14 count Aida. So I started in the middle and decided I didn't want to work in the middle. I wanted to work in the corner. So I used my pins and I counted and I counted and I counted and I counted and I got up there.
You know when you do that, things get screwed up, right?
Yep, I do. I also learned that it's going to come out to like right here.
Oh no. What about on the other side?
I don't know. I didn't need to count over there.
So you're doing a block a day? How many days have you started on it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 days.
So
I need to do
you're
today.
Keeping up with your block of days?
I am.
Good.
It seems doable at the moment.
Good.
This next one, I do need to insert a cover photo. This is Spell of the Moon by Blackbird Designs. This is out of the Winds of Autumn book. I am doing it on a 36 count linen. I can't remember the color, but I want to say the Bren, maybe? I'm doing a color conversion, but there's only 3 colors. So I just picked a black, a gray, and a yellow. So there, yeah. The yellow was very bright in the picture, in the cover photo. So I kind of doled it down a little bit.
Yellows are hard.
Mm-hmm.
We discussed that last night. I am working on American Eagle, which was a freebie from Teresa Kogut in her newsletter back in July of 2024. And this...
You wrote here.
Oh, heavens. 18 count Sandcastle.
32 count Sandcastle.
Is that really?
By Color and Cotton. It's definitely not an Aida.
That is a 32 count Sandcastle by Color and Cotton. And that's where I'm at on that one. I'll pull it over here because I think there is some progress on this.
I remember you had to unpick some stuff.
Yeah. I was rocking it pretty good on this one, and then I just quit.
You moved on to a different thing.
Yeah, but I love it. I need to get it done this year. I want to get it done for the July.
What is it? The
Quadcentennial?
Semi-quincentennial?
Yeah.
I don't know. This one is a new start this year. This is Seasonal Sampler Autumn by Little House Needleworks. This is a thread pack. So you buy the threads and you get this free pattern. And I am doing it on 25 count vintage country mocha 1/1. It is so stinking adorable. The stitched piece is smaller than the printed picture. And it's, I love it. Absolutely love it. That was only one. I can't count.
2 is hard.
2 is hard. This next one is my Mill Hill kit. This is a buttons and beads sunflower garden. Instead of doing it on the perforated paper, I'm actually doing it on 14 count touch of yellow.
I don't think I knew you were doing that one.
I'm not sure when you didn't.
Because I can't remember anything.
That's okay.
Because I know I'm doing it.
Yes. And you're not going to see a before picture. But this is where I'm at. If you see anything behind the fabric, that's just a hanging thread. I started in the middle. And got that done. 1 thread of each color. Yay.
Okay, my next one is a full coverage piece. It's Heaven and Earth Designs. Artwork by Jody Bergsma. It is Mini Together We Stand. And this is next to Scaredy Cats, my oldest WIP. Our color keeps going in and out.
Yeah.
I've restarted this. I think I started it on a easy count.
Originally, yeah, it was a 25 count easy count.
And now it's been in a hoop, so it looks really bad. I restarted it on
16 count for sure.
I thought it was platinum, but that's not platinum.
Oh, you have a staple in there. What's the staple?
Oh, look at there.
Icelandic gray, 16 count.
So that would be the bottom.
Lower right hand corner.
Lower right hand corner. Yes. Yes. Lower right hand corner. So that's my restart. I'll hold it over here because I actually do have a before picture, I believe, on it.
Yay. And why did you restart?
I restarted it because, unlike everybody else, I struggle with gridded fabric and I struggle with Lugana type fabrics when I'm doing a full coverage piece. I like seeing my squares because if I do an Ada, I can see the square and I can count them easier. That line on the easy count is always in the wrong place and I can never remember, okay, did I start inside the line for my first stitch or on the line?
Yeah.
So it was just
too much.
Too much thinking.
You are not alone in that. There's quite a few people who don't like easy count.
Yeah, so it's so much easier for me to do an Ada. Because that's where I learned many, many years ago.
Okay. Silver Creek Samplers. This is called Founding Promises. Mom gave this to me for Christmas one year, all kitted up and everything. I'm doing it on a 32 count Belfast linen by Color and Cotton. I don't have a color, I just know as a Fabric of the Month Club. I do not have a progress picture because there's no progress on this.
There's mine back there in the frame.
Right there. And then this guy, Plum Street Sampler, The Gather In. Absolutely love this one. I love autumn. I love horses. Period. I'm doing this on a 32 count Vintage Country Mocha. And here we are. Called 4 colors. I do not have a progress pic.
Here I am spacing up and not charting the pages. Why don't you go and do another one?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, also Plum Street Samplers, which I love her stuff. This is Heritage Sampler. I do have, I think there's 4 now, maybe. I have all of them, all of these Rhode Island samplers that she's got. I'm doing this on a 40 count Cafe au lait linen. This is Vigart color. And I just started at the top right corner. I went through a phase where I didn't like doing one thread. I'm slowly coming out of that.
Hello words. Are you going to survive 40 count?
I don't know. We shall see. This, and I didn't say it, but this is 1 thread over 2 linen threads. That is anytime, unless we say otherwise, our linens and Luganas are over 2 threads. Like when I say I did it 1 over 1. That color.
I said do another one. I didn't say do 2.
But I had it all
go
figured
ahead. Go for it. Go for it.
Sorry. This one is Waxing Moon Designs. This is Halloween House Trio.
Should we turn on the light? Do you think that would help or not?
Maybe. Oh, see, and there it goes. Mom decided to do this, and I am taking her up on it. But she started doing her house trios all in one. So these are pictured as 3 individuals with a border. She did one that was 3 all put together and 1 giant border around it. And that's what I want to do. I'm doing it on a 27 count Vintage Country Mocha. Linda, listen. And I'm just doing a stash conversion. And what I remember about this one is I started it. It was one of the times we were actually doing Mania. And I started it when my husband was getting shoulder surgery.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I started it in the waiting room.
That's been a while ago then.
Yeah.
Okay, I am working on Christmas Rolls by Lizzie Kate. Oh, that's bright. And not helping. I am doing mine on 32 count linen natural.
Oh, it's so cute. That's all you have.
This may not have any progress on it since last year. But I believe I changed my colors too.
I think you did, yeah.
Because I like the darker reds. Didn't get very far at that one.
Do you need to do another one to catch up?
No.
Okay.
No. You got way more than I do.
I do. Okay. This one I'm going to use the board for.
I'll stop leaning on it then.
This is Farmhouse Christmas by Little House Needleworks. This came out as a series. There are 9 in the series. I'm doing all 9 on 1 fabric. And I'm actually doing it on 28 count Mushroom Lugana. I started in the middle and I was trying to do 1 block a month. If you've watched the channel, you know that I don't do any of that. So I decided to start working in this block. And I got bored. So then I decided to work on the borders. And then I got bored and I haven't touched it again. But that's where we're at right now.
Do you have a progress picture on that one?
I do not.
I will on this one. Is it my turn? It's not my turn yet. I'm excited. Now teach me to get excited.
Right. This is Waxing Moon Designs. This is Autumn Blessings. I'm struggling with this one, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And not because I don't like the project, but I think we need to do a color conversion. Mm-hmm. Mom and I we were talking about this the other day, and it's just, we need to color convert it. Do our own colors.
That leaf is this one right here. It is not the same color. So we really like the colors that are on the chart itself, the picture.
Yeah. So we're going to match more of the color of the chart. And this is done on a 28 count. I believe it is a smoky white, maybe? Not smoky white. I don't know. It's 20 count Lugana. This is dirty. I have dogs.
You should log your charts like I do, or write them on this. Or...
I should. But I don't.
Look at me telling you what to do like I can keep track of anything myself. I am working on Glitter House Village by Country Cottage Needleworks. And that is this chart, and not a very good picture. So I changed all my colors, but I forgot to pull out the old colors. So I did the next house with the old colors, forgetting that what was changed to what was actual, you know what I mean?
So
I'm doing it real.
She put the color she wanted it to be, pink, but she didn't pull this out when she stitched the next one.
So I did it the way it was charted. If I didn't say it, I'm doing mine on 32 count raw silver. Is that my stomach?
You will have a progress pick on this
I will have a progress pick. So I think I finished this one this year and started this one.
Mm-hmm. I think so too.
Love this fabric. Once you get used to stitching on it, because it's got that silver little piece that runs through it, which kind of gives you an extra thread that runs through there. But once you get used to seeing that, it's easy and it's beautiful. And if anybody cares, we just started carrying this in the shop. Shameless plug.
Right. And she, if you haven't noticed, is doing it all as one.
Yes.
Instead of in the individuals.
And now that I've screwed this house up, I'll probably continue
the original colors.
Because now I don't know if the colors I chose will go with this.
Well, we can try.
I'm not taking it out.
No. This next one for me is Hilda Boo and Sunflowers 2. This is by With Thy Needle. So it does say With Thy Needle here. I'm doing this one on called for color, not called for count. This is a 36 count Blackbird linen by R&R Fabrics. Called for colors. And that's where we be. This next one, I'm really bummed I haven't gotten any progress.
I planned on working on that this year.
This is Quaint Rose Needle Arts. This is
Arts? You didn't think I got that, did you?
Quaint Rose Needle Arts. This is Reindeer Stables. I am doing it on a 14 count Venetian stone. And I gotta look at the picture so I make sure I get it correct. Okay, I started in the center. And this is the center. I worked my way up. And this is the next roof line. And you can't see because the pictures are not great, but there's little reindeer. So that's where I'm at.
Is that 2?
Yes.
This is currently WIP, but it is going to be a restart. Isn't that what we decided?
Yep.
Okay.
I think you would like it better.
I think so. This is Heaven and Earth Design, another full coverage piece. Mini Sunflowers. Artwork by Marianne Broom. And it's sunflowers. Oh my goodness, that color.
Mom loves sunflowers.
So, this is 32 count lamb's wool.
1/1.
1/1. It's a mess. It's just nasty. I'm going to do it. I'm going to change it to an Ada. Probably just a platinum or something like that, because you won't be able to see it since it's full coverage.
Your sweet spot is 16 count.
Yeah, so I'll probably do a 16 count over one square, because it'll be Ada.
Yes, I do think you'll be
two threads full cross. I like full crosses. I can't do half crosses.
It messes with you.
Yeah, because I learned doing full crosses, so doing half crosses, I always feel like I can't. You know, you work your way somewhere in a chart, and then you have to work your way back. I don't have it figured out where I can work my way back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I know that may sound weird. You guys will understand because we're all cross stitchers here.
Yes, exactly. My next one is Plum Street Samplers. This is the Equality Sampler.
That flag is humongous.
It's massive. I'm doing this one on, I think it's a 32 count American Chestnut by R&R. This is the bottom right hand corner. And no progress. No progress on this one. You're going to hear that a lot. But really I'm saying it so I remember not to put it in the picture. Or a need to put in the picture. This is Little House Needleworks Log Cabin Christmas. It is a 9-part series and I'm doing it all in one fabric. All in one piece. The piece I'm doing it on is not labeled. It is for sure a 32 count Be Stitch Me fabric, and I want to say grog. Does that sound right?
That looks like it, yeah.
That's right. And this is where I'm at on it. That's what it looked like.
That's what the back looked like.
Yep.
It's gonna whack me in the nose.
I am. I'm sorry. I have finished the first block and started blocks 2 and 3. Just trying to get the colors.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I don't know why I haven't finished this one. I absolutely love it. Sweet Wing Studios, Forever in Peace. And I am doing this on Color and Cotton, Fabric of the Month Club. It is 32 count eggnog. I guess I don't need the board for that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I'm at. Not that far into it, but oh, that's irritating me. I don't know if I have a progress on this or not. But I love this piece. I love this chart. It's a piece. She's an artist.
She is.
That is a piece.
My next one is from Les Petits Croix. This is the Christmas reindeer. Did you by any chance see Stitches So Beautiful's
yes.
free pattern yesterday?
Yes.
It's the same picture.
Is it really?
Yep.
How is it the same picture?
Hers was full coverage and this is just charted differently.
No, but 2 different companies?
Yep.
Can they do that?
I have no idea how they have the, like, whose art is.
I guess we don't even want to get into that here.
I don't know if it's a free picture or anything like that.
I haven't downloaded any of the mice ones.
No, I figured. This I am doing on 25 count potato. I started it last year right before our WIP Parade, and this is where it is. And it has not changed. That's the true color.
True colors.
This next one is Alessandra Adelaide, Pumpkin Boo, and he is stinking adorable. I'm doing this one on a fabric I don't know. I believe
it's a dark fabric.
It is, I know it's a 14 count Aida. I believe it is a fiber on the that's going to be the name this today. Fiber on the whim. Fiber on a whim. I do not have a progress picture because I did not start it. Or I'm sorry, I did not work on it this year.
You've got to start writing this stuff down.
I know. And those are actually his eyebrows.
Eyebrows?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of looks like his eyes, but no, it's his eyebrows. I started in the middle and then worked my way to the top. Okay.
I have the Nebraska travel poster. This came from a Etsy seller, Luba Davies Adelaire.
Yeah, that's a fun one to say.
Yeah. I'm doing mine on 32 count Fortnite Fabrics Herbert. Not sure there's, I'm going to keep that folded because
No need not to.
No need not to. I feel like there's been progress, but I don't know.
Okay.
So I'm just going to hold it over here for a minute.
And that's this bottom corner. Herbert. Should I wait on this one till I can use your cover photo?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to wait on that one because I need Mom's cover photo. This particular one is, I got it off of Etsy. You're not going to be.
I love that.
It's cross stitching for joy. I call it German Shepherd lying down. I bought it after I lost my first shepherd.
Who looked just like that.
Yeah, he did. He laid like this too. I have not worked on it much. This is a fiber on a whim fabric. Affogato, called Affogato. And those are all pork threads.
Is that his ear?
It is.
It's gonna be a big piece, huh?
Yeah, much bigger than I expected. It's this ear right
Of course,
here.
German Shepherds have big ears.
Right. Yeah. And then this just works down to the side of his face.
You go to his nose. He can boop his nose.
I gotta boop his nose. That's my goal on anything that has a nose. I gotta boop the nose.
Do you want to do another one then?
Yes. This one Mom has already shown you, but this is my Christmas Magic by Primrose Cottage. I'm doing mine on 25 count Vintage Country Mocha 2/2. So it's equivalent of 12.5 count. Well, yeah, 12.5 count.
That's big.
There we go. So I have made it all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom and missing bits and pieces in between. Yeah. I love this one.
Yeah, it goes really quickly.
We started this with a group of friends, a couple friends, and
they finished theirs.
Yeah.
Like,
well, you have two.
Yeah. But they finished theirs almost immediately.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
My next one is Little House Needleworks Thanksgiving Petites. It looks like I changed a couple of the colors, but not a good picture. We make working copies of our patterns because I'm rough on mine. I lay my elbows down on them and everything. Your dogs step on yours. I'm doing mine on a 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco, and I'm struggling with this one. I think I'm going to start it over, not because of the fabric this time.
Really? Because I thought it was the fabric.
But I don't like the colors. Nothing against the patterns. I love the patterns, but I think I'm going to restart it and change the colors. It's her oranges. They're showing up so much better on the screen than they are in person.
Oh yeah, they really are. They're almost matching the fabric. Yeah. I mean, not quite, but
they're very
not fall.
Not fall. I don't even know what color to call that. It's more brown, but anyway.
It's a golden brown.
Yeah, I'm probably going to restart that one.
That's okay. And you will start it on a different fabric.
Yeah, if I restart it, I will do a different fabric.
Or
when I got back into cross stitching, I was doing everything on coffee tea dyed Monaco, and I quickly have outgrown it.
It was easy to get a hold of.
Yeah,
it worked out really good. You could also be done with it because you have completed that.
Yeah,
could be a completed WIP. This next one is Autumn Lane Stitchery. This is Hallows Eve Haunting. I love their patterns.
Oh, I do too.
Aaron is such an artist, and he uses the fabric as a design element. So this is done on a 32 count or 28 count. I think it's a 32 count.
It's like 32.
Murky fabric. And this is by Picture This Plus. So I just kind of did a little bit all over. I was stitching in hand. which I love stitching in hand. It actually goes so fast when you do it. But Mom and I have discovered or acknowledged that our stitches are just not the greatest in hand. So I'm going back to stitching in a hoop. Takes longer, but they're prettier stitches. Yeah,
in the long run.
It really, really does. This one is American Flag by Erin Elizabeth. I am doing it in the Cold For Dinky Dye Silks. Did you have to yawn?
I had to sneeze, but it went away.
Bless you. I'm doing this one on a 32 count color and cotton. My goodness. But of course I don't have the name. It's a whitish fabric. I did say Cold For Dinky Dye Silks. No progress.
Were you holding it correctly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually the blue's in the top left corner.
I know it looked backwards on the screen. I started working on a year celebration by Hands On Design.
Hold on. That was a Fortnite Fabrics in the color Milton.
Good job. I wrote it down too. That's my handwriting.
Yeah, it is her handwriting.
A year celebration. This is the number 1. I love these, but I don't know why I'm not working on them.
I didn't pay attention.
Also is a common theme.
Did you say Hands On Design?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I finished January. I'm doing this on 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. Decided I don't like coffee tea dyed Monaco anymore.
This was also before we started changing colors.
Yes.
To match ourselves.
Yes. So I'm going to restart these. I'm going to change colors to what I like better. And I've got all my little pieces cut. They're not out here right now, but I'm going to be doing it on 32 count light too.
This is how Mom keeps track. This is just a scrap of fabric that was too small for anything.
Whatever it takes to know what you're doing.
Do you have any kind of a plan? Like, do you want to work on one a month? Or...
I don't make plans.
Okay, just checking.
Every time I make plans, I fail, so.
That's not true. You succeed quite well. She's a very determined person. This is Happy Christmas Row by Bent Creek. I love them. I love them as designers. I love them as people. They're wonderful. Again, just did a stash dive color conversion. So picked a red I liked. I kind of darkened it up a little bit. I'm doing this on a 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. I'm holding it down here to hide my fat.
Well, if you have progress, you can put the progress up above.
I do not have progress. But those are the colors. So the picture calls for darker berries and a lighter Christmas. So I just switched those. And then this guy. That's your next one. That's great. This is Teresa Kogut, Happy Scarecrow. This is actually full coverage, and I love it, but I'm not going to stitch the background. I am doing mine on a 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco, and there's some natural outlining, so I'm doing some of that, so I just come back later and fill it in.
It's taking shape.
Yeah. All called for. Colors.
I also am doing Happy Scarecrow by Teresa Kogut. I'm doing mine on 32 count Doubloon by Picture This Plus. Oh. And I started in the bottom right hand corner with the pumpkin. And my progress this year is that orange. So, did I hold this up? I don't need to hold it up since you just did yours.
But I'm doing it anyway. Okay. I mentioned I'm not doing the background, but I will be doing that border. So I just wanted to clarify that. This one absolutely intrigues me. I love this one. Mm-hmm. This is Twisted Band Sampler by Northern Expressions Needlework. Yeah, needlework. I'm doing mine on a 27 count antique white. Yes.
Are you doing called for colors?
Called for DMC colors. It's actually charted in Dinky Dye Silks, but I'm doing DMC. And this one I can tell you I have 300 stitches in. That one I remember. No progress.
I still kind of want to do that.
I think you should. Oh, yes, my next one. This is Little House Needleworks. This is from her Tumbleweed series. This is Old West Dry Goods.
That one's been going on for a while.
I know, it's time to be done.
And
but
it's
I love
so
it.
Close, though.
It is, but it isn't. I have a tendency to do a lot of outlining. So I move across the project, what I feel is relatively quickly, and then leave all the fill in for later. I'm doing this on a Rit dyed 28 count Monaco. This is a Rit dyed by Mom and I. All called for colors. I had horses growing up and I absolutely love horses. You'll see a theme throughout my projects. There's a few horses in there.
Yeah. Is that two?
Yes.
My next one is Sunflower Garden. And this is why I didn't know Jamie was doing hers, because we're doing it on the same. Mm-hmm. We must have chose this together, and I just don't remember, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it went.
Okay, that's the bottom. Okay, Sunflower Garden. It's a Mill Hill kit. And I also am not doing mine on the perforated paper. I'm doing it on 14 count Touch of Yellow. And that's where I am.
Do you have any progress?
I don't know. I don't
think
so.
Anything to say about it?
No.
Well, kit stuff.
That's why Jamie and I balance each other off so well. I'm like, here it is. And she's like, and I did this and I did that.
Yep.
It's like, I can't remember.
This is Little House Needleworks Jack Frost Tree Farm. It is a 7-part series. And I'm also doing this one all on the same fabric. I love her series. I'm doing this one on a 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. This one's a little dark for what I would like. I would like it just a little bit lighter, but what's done is done. I got all the borders in. I did the middle to start with, and then I was worried I wasn't gonna have enough fabric. And if you know me, you know I don't mind scarce borders. But I did all the borders just to make sure.
She doesn't mind because she's not the one that finishes them.
That's true. But I also rarely get them finished anyway, but Mom finishes for me. So then I decided I was just going to pick the bottom right hand symbol in each block and do one thread. And then I came back and I did the same. And I ended right there. I should say I did start. Hold on.
We're holding.
I started by working on the chapel or the barn, I can't remember which, thinking I was actually going to, do one block at a time. Nah.
Little House Needleworks. So you already saw that I was working on the autumn petites. This is her snowy petites. She came out with seasonal petites and they were so stinking cute. They make good little things for your double because they're really tiny. But I wouldn't know because mine are done. I am working on 18 count Tobias. I don't know who that is by because I didn't write it down. I've got 2 of them done.
Who is it? It started out as a scrap, right? That you got from Reflections?
I think so, yeah.
Fabrics by Stephanie?
I don't remember.
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Usually I write that down, but
Either way,
shame on me.
Mom likes it.
I like it.
Your next one's done on Tobias too, isn't it?
If that's the case, maybe I can tell you who it is. Well, I'll tell you later once I get to it.
Sounds good.
Just remember that.
Yeah. They need to remember.
Right?
This is another Plum Street Samplers. This is Miss Bingley's library. I absolutely love reading, and I absolutely love Pride and Prejudice. So I'm working on this, and I absolutely have zero progress.
Absolutely.
To the point I have to double check which direction this goes.
Oh, we're dark.
Yeah. See if I can...
Turn the light on us.
Cobblestone. This is a 32 count cobblestone by Color and Cotton. And I have just a tiny little start. I don't mind big blocks of stitching, but I just haven't worked on it. Okay, don't go again. I got another one. This one is Halloween Calendar by Tiny Modernist. I'm stitching it all in one piece. When Mom did hers, she did it kind of like an advent and stitched all individuals. And I'm doing this one on a 28 count. Yeah, had to verify. 28 count Mirage linen by Picture This Plus. Technically, I did like 2 strands or 2 rows here, but that's all. That's the only thing I touched. So I'm not considering it worked on.
Okay, I'm working on Erica Michael's Quilting ABCs, and I really busted this out for a long time. And then he just quit.
I think you got a little burnt down, didn't you?
I did, because I worked so hard on it, and then I was done. It is 18 count Tobias by Seraphim.
Seraphim. That's the other one. I couldn't remember.
Cute little needle minder. It's so cute. It's so pretty.
It's so delicate. Sorry.
And I got quite a ways into it. And there it goes. That little needle minder is kind of heavy. So I only have a couple of rows left to do.
You can't let go.
Actually, one big row, and then this is like a half row type thing with a little wording in it.
That's going to look so cool on your wall.
I know. I need to get back to it because I really like it.
Really? This is Hands-On Design. Let's Talk Spring. I am doing mine on a 32 count Lavender Lugana. And I only have that. I started in the bottom right hand corner. I started with the bird's nest. And this next one is my Spring House Trio by Waxy Moon Designs. Same idea. I'm going to do all 3 houses in one row with one border all the way around. And I'm doing this one on a Rit Dyed Monaco. Rit Dyed by Mom and I. So I've learned in the last, well, I've again acknowledged in the last week or 2. It's like magic. I love structure and I love building the elements, but when they're in white, I get really bored. Mm-hmm. And then I have a tendency to go off onto something. More so than normal.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
That was 2?
Yeah.
You sure?
Positive.
Okay. Egg Collector by Teresa Kogut. I am doing this one on 20 count Vintage Country Mocha. And I feel like I've changed most of the colors. So that's what that means, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
And you're doing this one thread over one block.
Is that a question or a statement?
No, it's a statement.
Okay. Because I can't remember. Jamie knows more about my stitching than I do. That doesn't help.
Not when you have the brown up there already. Sorry. My hair's driving me nuts. It's hurting my head. See, that's the fat I was trying to cover up.
That's the what?
Fat I was trying to cover up. Oh. I call it Batty and Betty.
Yeah.
This is Batty. This is Betty.
Batty and Betty have gotten skinnier in the last year.
My next one is Waxy Moon Designs. I love her stuff. She's got a fun, quirky character. This is Search the Sky. This sentiment gets me. May you never be too grown up to search the sky on Christmas Eve. I'm doing...
That's great.
It is. All called for. Same called for fabric, called for floss. Doing it on 32 count spruce linen. And that's where we're at. I did the moon in hand, so it actually looks pretty crappy. So I'm seriously considering ripping it out. But I want to get more done on it first before I make that decision.
I don't think it looks bad at all.
And by crappy, I really just mean it slants when you do it in hand. It has a tendency to slant and warp the fabric a little bit. This next one is Heartstring Samplery. Baby, It's Cold Outside. I changed colors. Mom also changed colors when she did hers. This is 32 count Grog by Bee Stitch Me. And that's where I'm at. It's much smaller than I anticipated it being.
It really is.
This is a fat 16th of fabric. So. And that is definitely the color of my Log Cabin Christmas. So it is Grog.
So it is Grog.
Yep.
The Witch Next Door by Primrose Cottage Stitches. I can't wait to get started on this one.
Same.
I'm doing mine on 40 count Days Gone by Silk Weaver Fabrics.
Silk Weaver.
And I was so excited, but that's all I got.
Wait till you see mine.
I don't think there's any progress on mine.
The contrast between light and dark in that fabric is a little more harsh on the camera than in real life.
Yeah, it really doesn't. That white that you're seeing is barely a tan that I'm seeing.
Yep. This one here is Autumn Lane Stitchery. Did I mention I love them? This is The Collectors. I'm doing the same Z's as Mom. Same fabric. Called for colors. 32 count, what do we call it? Malachite?
Sure.
By Fiber on a Whim. I started in the middle and then worked my way to the upper right.
I turn off the little space heater and I get cold, and I turn it on and I get hot, which is what you're supposed to do, I guess, but you can't get
Could turn it down.
It is. It was on one.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Is it too close to you? Is a question. This is the Scarlet House American Farmhouse. I'm doing it on 28 count Coffee Tea Dye DeMonico. I go back and forth on this one, whether I keep doing it, whether I don't, whether I UFO it. Either way, whatever I decide, if I move forward with it, I am going to remove these flowers and bring down the barn and just have this. I'm going to do a couple lines of the grass so we get a little bit of color. I'm going to stitch a few design lines of the design, which is also grass. But that also means I'm not doing the quilt squares.
I know. I wouldn't give up the quilt squares.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because they're barn quilts.
Right. But I don't know. So, I'll stew on that one a little bit. Or a lot of it. It's been over a year.
I did the companion piece to this a couple of years ago, and I really liked it, but I'm struggling getting going on this one. Spring Gatherings by the Scattered Seed Samplers. I'm doing mine on 32 count linen Bellini by Color and Cotton. I've noticed the ones that I'm not getting progress on are like 40 counts. This is 32 counts.
I wasn't gonna say that.
So never mind. I was stitching this morning, and it's like, do I have the wrong reading glasses on? Because all of a sudden I can't see. And I looked at it. It's like, no, those are my strong pair. I'm just going to chalk it up to the fact that it was morning and I was tired.
Now, the ones you're not getting progress on, are they all linens by any chance?
You know, the reason I'm not getting progress on them is because this past year I made the determination that I was going to pick them up and I was going to finish them. So I finished everything just about that I picked up. So a lot of these don't have work done on them, but they will this year. That's the hand. That little dark spot is floss.
That's the hand.
That's on the back side.
It's just a little paw.
That's all I got to say about that one.
That's all I got to say. This is the Drawn Thread. Welcome Autumn. Again, the Drawn Thread is all done in Dinky Dye's silk. So we did a stash conversion. I say we because Mom also has this one started. I'm doing this. Hold on. I'm going to do some magic. It is a 32 count Color and Cotton Lugana in the color Renaissance. And I have COME. Just the brown in it. I don't have all the little doodads. But my intention is do the LEW so I can get my framework. My next one has a boo-boo that I gotta take out. Right. I was making seriously good progress and I was loving it, and then I realized I had a boo-boo and I'm This is
it bad?
Not bad, but I just have to deal with it.
Well, with a pattern like that, it's kind of hard to work it in.
Yeah, and I definitely can't. So this is Hands-On Design. Let's talk summer. I am doing it on a 14 count chalkboard black Ada. And look at that. I was making so much good progress. I only had SP. Oh yeah, I only had SP the last time. But my boo-boo is this is a Woody, a car. And all the red that I stitched, I mixed up the symbols. The red should be the brown. And I haven't stitched the actual red piece yet, so I have to rip that out.
So why don't you just have a red Woody and then do the brown for the wood?
I feel like that would look weird.
Well, Woodies used to always be brown wood.
I know, but this is redwood now. Redwood.
Oh, is that the wood part or
yeah,
the car?
that's
okay.
the red.
I thought that was a car part.
Or the
car parts.
That is the wood part. That's why it's a redwood.
Okay, let's take it out.
Okay.
I'm not taking that one out. I already got one.
That two? Oh yeah. That's the one. You definitely. That's a good one to take out. Yes, that's two.
I am working also on Scattered Seed Samplers Spring Messenger Pen Key. And I'm doing this one on 32 count Fawn by Picture This Plus.
It's on the back of everything.
Yeah. Haven't gotten terribly far on this one. Got a circle. Now, my circle hasn't met up yet. I still have to work on it. If my circle doesn't meet up, we're going to have issues.
That one was a fun one. I actually stitched that one. It was fun.
And I loved yours so much. That's why I wanted to stitch it.
Yeah. This next one, I'm so bummed at how little it has, but have I done anything about it? No. This is Bobby G Designs, called Wicked Witch. I started in the middle. I started this for one of my Mania starts. So it only got one day on it.
That's why you're not working on it. That is hard to see.
It is really hard to see, actually. So I'm doing it on a 28 count black Lugana. And that is what I have. It'll look spectacular once I get out of the broom. But because I started in the middle. Yeah.
I'd put some color in that. That might just get you going.
I think it would. I think you're absolutely right. Because I could come up here and put in the pumpkin. I could boop his nose. This one is Teresa Kogut. All the Things. I love this one. I love it so much. This is called for on a gingerbread fabric, so all that brown is not stitched. I
love that fabric.
Found a similar one, so it's not actually gingerbread. I cannot remember the name of it, but it's this Vigart color. And I started in the middle. It is very comparable to gingerbread, even though it doesn't look like it.
It looks more brown on screen than it actually is. It's more orange.
Yeah, you can't tell. In case you haven't noticed, I love Teresa Kogut too.
Oh, yeah.
And there's more of hers coming.
I'd love to take a year and just do all of her stuff. But then I don't want to give up some of the other stuff that I want to do too. I want to do all drawn thread stuff. That could be our next question for Floss Tube.
I think we've asked that before.
Have we?
Mm-hmm. Because you said Teresa Kogut.
Oh, right. That was a good question. Okay, my next one is New York Dreamer Freshly Baked Apple Pie. I already have a piece picked out to put this on. That's why I don't want to quit. Not that I'm going to quit.
No, you won't.
32 count papyrus by Color and Cotton. I am doing 1/2 on this one. And it looks okay except for the red. You can kind of see through the red just a little bit. So I may restart it. I may just go with it the way it is.
I think she should go with it. I think you should go with it.
I'll probably just go with it. Is there anything I want to say about that one?
Is that all I have to say about that?
And that's all I got to say about that one.
Changed a few colors, kept a few colors. This one is the 2021 Stitch Along by Modern Folk Embroidery. It is fruits. It's the Fruit of Plenty, but I've always called it Fruits of Plenty for some reason, and that's what's in my head. I'm doing it with the two-tone DMC, 3750 and 931. Those are the two colors I'm doing. Wait, 932. Now, Mom and I, and Lisa, actually, at one point, we were going back and forth stitching on this. I would do some, she would do some.
It's an adopt a piece.
So we made incredible progress. Incredible. But this is one where I said that already, so it doesn't really matter. Doing it on 28 count platinum Lugana. I'm going to do it more as like a wedding sampler for Gemini. So that's my plan with that one. So the 2020 is up here, which you can barely see. And then I'm going to put the 11 down here. We got married in 2011. And then our two initials. It's either going to be J and J or M and W for our last names. I'm not sure yet.
Both of your initials are the same, JM and JM.
Mm-hmm. We actually had to start using, I had to start using my middle name, my middle initial on legal documents because people would get confused thinking I'm James because Jamie, James, Jim, yeah.
Well, I sent Jim a text one time because I thought it was you.
Mm-hmm.
Because it looked the same on my phone, and I would just hit it, and he's like, I don't think you meant to send this to me. It's like, thank God it wasn't embarrassing.
Right. This next one is Easter Parade by Blackbird Designs. I am currently working on this one right here. I am doing it all called for, but I am doing it on, let's see, I know it's an R&R fabric. Called for colors is what I meant. What color is it? Oh, I can't remember the color. It's escaping me.
You should write this stuff down.
I've heard that. It is way brighter. There we go.
You mean some wise woman has already told you that?
Right? Exactly. So that's where I'm at. I made really good progress on this. This was really fun to stitch on. I only stitched on it for a couple days. I don't know if I said it was a 32 count, but it's a 32 count.
After what I said about everything that I was working on this year, I finished. I don't think I'm going to have many before pictures at all. Because this stuff hasn't really been touched. And this stuff is Sunflower Bouquet, another Mill Hill kit. And yes, it's sunflowers. That's why I'm working on it. Again, I'm not doing this on perforated paper. I'm doing this on 28 count lamb's wool. Whirl.
Lamb's whirl.
Let's take a whirl.
With the lamb. That's awkward.
Okay, and I have a T for top up here. That way I can tell it's the top.
Not T for Terry.
Not T for Terry. It's the Terry top.
This next one is Plum Street Samplers, Ghoul Tidings. I'm doing it as called for. So called for colors, not the called for fabric, but it calls for stitching it 1/2 on 32 count. So I would normally do 2 threads over 2 instead of as they've called for. Oh, this one does have a before picture. Sorry for the lighting. It is what it is, but we're filming at night.
Yeah.
So it kind of screws things up a bit. I am also working on Nebraska Travel Poster. I'm doing mine on a 32 count Mercedes Lugana by Picture This Plus. The intent behind it being so I didn't have to stitch all that blue in the top. But
see, those are the things you say that I don't even think to say. It's like, here it is.
Yeah, which is why Mom also stitched hers on blue. If you see any dirt, it's my dog's fault. We're gonna blame them. You got the barn.
I fell in love with the barn, the color of that barn. That's why I wanted to start mine. But I started mine at the bottom, so I got to work all the way through all the sunflowers in the yellow.
Like you are mad about that.
Right.
Technically, I could just stop here. Rip
could.
that out. But I'm not going to because I love this pattern. And it
You
is.
could even just put in a few sunflowers, a couple of rows of sunflowers, and then be done with it.
Yeah, but I love the pattern.
I know, I do too.
So I'm going to do it. All of it. Do it, do it.
My turn?
It is.
Because I can't count to 2 anymore either. I also am working on Autumn Blessing by Waxing Moon Designs. This is the one where we're going to change the color of that leaf.
Or leaves.
Leaves.
Yeah.
The leaves. That. Yeah.
Because that orange is pretty though.
It is. My pile is falling. I'm doing mine on 32 count Color and Cotton Renaissance. And I'm just slightly more than where Jamie is.
Also on the Lugana. Yeah. Mom got the other half of her leaf. Did you say it's bright?
Blurry. Your face was all blurry.
Yeah. It's been weird.
We're going to fire your camera. We've had problems since we've been using your camera. But then sometimes it looks really nice. So
I don't think think we have. The thing tonight's the only problem. Now, we were blurry one time when we started filming, and it's like, this is really blurry. This is weird. Then I cleaned the lens.
Yeah, I think it's blurry now.
And I did clean the lens beforehand, so I don't know. Maybe that's messing with it.
Needs to be dirty.
This one, I absolutely love. I love how delicate it is. This is Country Cottage Needleworks Snowflake Serenade. It is done in, you know what? I had the DMC colors, but oh no, it's charted in DMC with the exception of 2 colors. Anyway, so we started it on a different fabric. Wasn't really working for me. It was very, very light. So I was like, screw it, I'm just going to do the called for. And the called for is a Platinum Lugana, which is what this is. And it is still very light, so I restarted and have that tiny little start. But we're going to go with it. Right? Is that what we decided?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We're going to go with it. We're going to get down to the white.
And see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Then if it doesn't look good, then you'll change it.
Yeah. Yep.
But I think it'll look nice.
And then I have Teresa Kogut. This is Land That I Love. Mom has already finished the sampler. She did it in an entire year. Like, she completed it in a year, which is a wonderful feat.
I think it was less than a year, but still.
Yeah. It was an incredible feat.
I love that pattern.
I'm doing it on 36 count Vintage Overcast by Lakeside Linens. I'm doing it one thread over two fabric threads. Bottom right hand corner.
Baby, it's cold outside. Heartstring sampler. You've already seen Jamie's. Mm-hmm. I'm doing mine on 32 count raw Belfast linen. I believe I'm doing it 2 threads over 1.
Looks like it. And where are you putting yours?
They're down there on the floor. And that's where I'm at on this one. Got anything to say about that one?
I think you did the same color conversion I did. But then I might have changed the red again too, so who knows?
Pomegranate? Did we change that?
I don't know if...
Because I don't have it noted. I've changed chestnut and green with envy.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah?
That kind of stuff.
Okay, well. Thought I could talk a little bit more about something, but I have nothing to say. I'm a floss tuber who has nothing to say.
So this next one, you've already seen this, but this is the Country Cottage Needleworks Glitter Village. It is a 9-part series. I'm doing it all on one. Doing the called for fabric. But like Mom, I initially changed my colors. Unlike Mom, I may have remembered that. I made a little cheat sheet. So I just did this in Excel and color coded it. So I wrote the name of the called for color. And since I was doing more of a blue purpley conversion, I changed it so the shape, the cell is the color I was doing.
I've really got to find a way to do mine back the way I want it because I love those mine's dusty roses.
These are the colors. That's here. I'm gonna seal this. They're of course not as dull as they're looking on camera right now, but dusty blues and mauves. Now to the actual project.
Yawns.
That's my job.
I know.
32 count raw silver linen. I started in the bottom. And again, with all that white, it got boring. So then I worked my way up. And then I decided I wanted to start more of it. So I wasn't simply working on one square. So then it felt like I was
Doing more.
Yeah, doing more. Sometimes when I finish one part, I feel like I'm done. And then I have to work my way up to starting it again. Which is interesting because I used to be able to start anything and everything all the time.
And I'm all about completing blocks and then moving on.
Mm-hmm. So you saw this from Mom. This is part 1, mainly because I didn't have a copy of part 5 handy. Quilting ABCs. I'm doing mine on an 18 count Milk and Honey by Fiber on a Whim. Mom is doing hers 1 thread over 1 fabric thread. I am doing 2 over 1 on 18 count. So that's where we're at. No progress.
And then next I have Plum Street Samplers Cereal Bowl Collection, Lesson 2. I did complete Lesson 1 a couple of years ago, and I really, really love it.
You can't see it, but it's up there.
Yeah, it's above that door. I am doing mine on 32 count Belfast Raw Linen. Belfast Linen Raw. I got a raw kick, and it's still one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
You could do everything on raw, and it shows up well. And that's where I'm at. I gotta get that little doggy in there.
Yes, you do.
Oh. Gotta hold it up a little bit longer so I can yawn.
Do your magic. There you go. Thank you. 2 Teresa Kogets in a row.
Yay.
Teresa Koget Work of Heart. This is called Good Tidings. This is also full coverage, but I absolutely love it. It is so sweet. Have I gotten much done on it? No, of course not. I'm doing this on 14 count white. And I started in the bottom right hand corner. She usually gives me crap for it.
We may have to finish this tomorrow night.
This next one is Teresa Koget. This is Moon Dance. I love this one. I am stitching it on a 28 count black. And the black is the negative space. So the color, the oranges, are what I'm actually stitching. And this one does have a progress picture. But look at that. The witch kicking her feet. That's what I'm trying to say. She's coming to life.
Mm.
Love it.
So I have my Patriotic House Trio by Waxing Moon Designs. And like Jamie was saying, I had done one, it might have been autumn. I don't remember which one.
Winter, I think.
Winter, yeah. So I did it all 3 together with no inside borders. That was my plan for this one. And just, I got carried away and forgot that's what I was doing. And I ended up putting borders in it.
It still looks
good,
but
it'll still be fine, yeah. And this is on 28 count Coffee Tea-Dyed Monaco.
Did you do a stash conversion?
I believe I did. Called for.
Called for, okay.
Should be called for Fancy Flosses. Overdyes. I believe.
I believe I can fly. This one is October 31st with Thy Needle and Thread or Brenda Gervais. I'm doing mine on a 28 count Coffee Tea Dyed Monaco. We should have a before picture on this one. I started on the bottom. Like Mom, I'm only doing a couple of designed rows of green floss. So that's where we're at. I changed. Mom also did it. I copied her. The tree, I changed it to caper. And her dress, we changed to Fisherman's Wharf. This one, a tisket and a tasket. I love this one. It's just breathtaking. I love the blues. The blues is what I love. This is a 14 count vellum by Picture This Plus. And there's no progress on this one. At least I don't think. I don't know if I need all this fabric, but I'm keeping it. You can actually see now that the colors changed that I do have a couple stitches here. But I started in the middle. Got a little overwhelmed, honestly, because I've learned that I need a little bit of direction on which direction to go. And that was just,
where do I go?
That was a lot.
Yeah.
So I need to come up with a game plan for it. Whether I do just a handful of stitches, maybe make it like gridiron grind or something, that just do, I don't know, 50 stitches and make some progress on it.
Was that two?
Yes, it was.
This is what happens when I sit down for too long.
I'm honestly not sure that we will make it through everything tonight. Because look at my stack.
Oh my gosh, let's talk faster. Okay, Brenda Gervais, Bobbing for Pumpkins is my next one. You don't think that's right?
To talk faster.
Oh. Everybody out there is saying yes, talk faster. Doing mine on 28 count coffee tea-dyed Monaco, if I didn't say that already. And there it is.
Whoop, there it is.
And now it's blurry. No, it's not. Now it's dark.
You gonna keep going on that one, you think?
Yeah.
Okay. This is my one and only log dog. I say that every time.
Log dog.
Long dog samplers. This is called Spangled. Mom and I, she's also stitched on this one. We did our own floss conversion to colors we like, which I'm sure you've seen already, are the dusty colors. I like dusty colors. Here's where I'm at. I'm doing this one on a 14 count smoky white Aida.
It would be real interesting if we both get ours done and put them side by side, because you went more of the greens and I went more of the roses, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
It'd be fun to see what they look like when it's over.
This one I made quite a bit of progress on this year, and I was happy about it. I was on the bandwagon of doing stitches for the Tour de France and the La Vuelta and the Giro d'Italia. They're bike races. The idea is you stitch the number of kilometers they ride in a day. Teresa Kogut, Dwelling Place.
I don't think I've seen this one either.
Recently,
since you did the alphabet.
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
I showed it on the video.
Okay, well, there goes that memory thing.
Mm-hmm. This is on a 16 count? 14 count? Aida. Either way, it's on an Aida. Called 4 colors.
Not 14.
Probably 16 then. Oh, this one's going to have a before picture. I'll do an up and down one. That seems to be better. So yeah, I was able to chip away at it, do a handful of stitches every day, and then it wasn't so daunting.
Yeah.
I don't know what color it is, but it is a fiber on a whim fabric.
And then you saw Jamie's Search the Sky by Waxing Moon Designs. I also am working on that. I'm doing mine on 28 count blue spruce linen. And unlike Jamie, who started at the top, I started at the bottom. And I'm working my way up.
And she's leaving all the snowflakes to do at the last.
I'll probably sew buttons on because I don't like snowflakes. I was very bored with those trees. This one has been a struggle for me. I absolutely love this pattern, but it has just been a struggle. And I don't know why.
I don't remember if you said the all called for everything.
Yes.
Fabric and floss.
We're gonna go with that. I can't read that. Maybe change to barn gray or pebble. I haven't changed it yet, but I'm thinking about doing a change.
I love that you have to read so much and you're refusing to wear your reading glasses.
Well, it's just like, why put them on for that little bit of reading?
Magnet was attracted to another magnet. My next one is Prairie.
We do that.
You're right. Prairie Schooler Christmas Eve. I am doing mine on a 32 count eggnog Lugana by Color and Cotton. Called for DMC colors. And this one is adorably cute. Like adorable and tiny is what I'm trying to say. Way tinier than I expected it to be. I would say it's probably gonna be 5 by 9. And then this one. This is the Cricut Collection. Plain with Jacks. I'm doing mine on a 32 count spiced honey.
I love spiced honey. I wish I had a bowl to that.
Yeah. This is Linen by Color and Cotton. That color's just, sorry. It is what it is. It's tiny too. I didn't expect it to be quite so tiny, but I'm all here for it.
My next one is a full coverage piece. It is Charting Creations, Uninvited Guest. Artwork by Jeff Tift.
I'm going to go with Taft.
Okay. You do Taft, I'll do Tift.
Oh, it is an I. Look at you go.
Looks like I started this on 20 count white Lugana, but then I changed to 25 count easy count.
And you're considering changing it again.
I would like to change again, but I'm not going to because I got so much done.
But in the grand scheme of things, do you?
Well, there is still a lot to do. A lot more than what I have done.
She's right here.
Isn't that just awesome, though? I love it.
No. I forgot to prepare.
Oh, heavens.
You've seen both of these already from Mom, but this is my Witch Next Door from Primrose Cottage.
We do have a tendency to work on the same things.
Yes. I'm doing mine on a 32 count stoneware by Color and Cotton. We were in their Fabric of the Month club for quite some time. Just in time for me to mess it up. And this is where I'm at. This one will be, well, I don't know if it's all called for or if I did a stash dive. It doesn't really matter right now. And then Tulip Festival by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle. And so all of this is called for colors with the exception of this flower color. It is called for Mulberry and Gentle Arts thread. I changed mine to Lilac. And I don't remember which company it is though. I'm doing mine on a 32 count Vintage Country Mocha Lugana. And I think it makes it just so much brighter.
Mm-hmm. Very springy.
Yeah. I love it. I just have to finish that flower, do a flower here, and then her.
Goodness.
Oh, I should have a...
Her is a bunny rabbit.
Yeah, her is a bunny rabbit.
You could get that done in no time.
Right? Brenda Gervais's patterns flow very well. Mm-hmm. Very fast.
They're nice to work on.
Yes.
I also am working on Autumn Lace to Trees Hallows Eve Haunting. I'm doing mine on 36 count Murky. And do we start in the same place? I can't remember where yours was. You've got like the whole moon done, don't you?
I started in the middle.
Okay. So I started on the bottom. I usually always start on the bottom.
Yours looks phenomenal. You've gotten so much done.
That's a really cool pattern. There might be a before picture on this one, so I'm going to move this one over. Because I think I worked on that moon this year.
I find it, here real quick, I find it interesting. So you did the moon and then this side. Mm-hmm. I did majority on this side and then worked up this way.
Well, I could put them both together and then we'd have one piece.
Exactly. Exactly. This next one is a Stony Creek, dashing through the snow.
In a one-horse open sleigh.
Over the hills we go.
Fluffing all the way.
This is on a 28 count.
Sorry for the bad singing.
Denim by Wichelt. And I am doing it with a Weeks Dye Works White Lightning Thread floss. And there's no progress. But I want there to be progress, but there's no progress. I decided to go for a plain fabric with a variegated floss because I thought that might shine a little bit better. Subtly. Plum Street Samplers. This is American Sampler. I'm doing this all called for colors, but on a 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco.
I also gave that to you when Christmas all kitted up.
You did, with the project bag.
That I made.
Yes. Yes.
Good old days.
Started at the middle and just worked my way around. This has a lot of block stitching, but I love it.
Pieces like this, you feel so accomplished when you get stuff done on them.
Yeah. Yes. Wake up.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
I promise I'm awake.
Was that 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Awake and counting.
The Witch's Brew by Brenda Gervais. I have this little spoon bought somewhere.
I think it's in your drawer back there.
I was going to say, I got to get this done before I lose my spoon. This is 40 count Feldspar by Picture This Plus.
You do not have much left.
I really don't.
I mean, the cup's pretty
yeah,
stitch heavy, but...
It's actually quite a bit. What the woman's done.
Looks good, though.
40 count is one of those things where I need to work on and stay focused on.
Yeah.
Because you got to get your eyes adjusted to it.
Yeah. Don't bounce around much kind of thing.
Yeah.
This next one is We the People by Erica Michaels. I'm doing it on a 28 count coffee tea dyed Monaco. I did a stash conversion. And I made quite a bit of progress this year. Mm-hmm. I realized where I started last year, which is right here. I would not have had enough room. I definitely was in the wrong spot. So I decided to start ripping that out. But then it's 1/1, and I didn't want to do that. So I flipped it over and started on this corner.
You might want to start considering center starts.
Right? I do still have one more line down here I gotta do. The United States of America. Right there. My next one.
No, I'm just trying to get the color.
Oh, okay. My next one is Autumn Lane Stitchery. This is Tonight We Ride. I'm doing it on the Called For fabric, which is it's called Pumpkin Patch by Bee Stitch Me. I'm doing mine on the Lugana 32 count, and it will never photograph correct, nor tonight. I'm sure it won't. But it shows up way more yellow than it really is. This one will have a before picture. Yeah. Their patterns usually only have, and they have a handful of colors, so like 5, 6, 7, something like that. And sorry, there's a black needle. I thought it turned purple. So Aaron uses the fabric as a design element, like I mentioned, and then he uses DMC as kind of a softer place for your eyes to go.
I think a soft place for my eyes to go might be my pillow tonight.
Behind your lids.
I am working on Halloween Rules by Lizzie Kate, and I'm doing it all as one piece. I'm doing mine on 32 count vintage Stormy Night. And there it is.
Oh, mine's coming up soon too.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. This one has been a saga, and I've restitched, restarted, picked a million fabrics. At the moment, I'm comfortable with where I'm at. This is the Cricut Collection Spring. I have done the autumn one already. Mom has done all 4 of them. I currently have settled on 32 count Pale Lavender Lugana. And I just have a few stitches, but I wanted to make sure that the colors were going to pop. So I think this is going to be light enough to still be springy, but dark enough for the whites to show up. It could be it doesn't matter anymore, you're done.
Yeah.
And finish it.
Just get enough in there that you can make a good judgment.
Yeah.
I think that will be a great color for it.
I'm excited for it. I really am. This is Petite Moments of Autumn by Jardin Privé. I'm doing mine on a 32 count light taupe. Or it could be taupe. I really don't know. It's either taupe or light taupe. Called for DMC colors. This one's going to have a before photo. And I got some work done up here.
This is the reason why I make working copies now of all my patterns. This is Easter WIP Parade by Brenda Gervais, and it was in a vinyl bag, and it must have gotten hot and stuck to it, so I lost a lot of the picture. Ruined the bag. So now I make working copies of it. I am doing mine on 28 count Shell by Picture This Plus. I had the little egg cart in there, but I didn't like the color, so Jamie took it out for me graciously, and now I just have to put it back in. I think I have the color chosen. When we do this, we take everything out of our bag so that it's just all stacked nice, so any changes in color changes and things like that, if I don't have it specifically written on my log sheet or on the pattern, I don't have it. It's in my bag and it's over there somewhere. So I think if I remember right, I'm doing it more of a blue. Yeah. I thought I did the called for color, but it came out very light.
Very light, very tealy.
Yeah, so we took that out.
We're not teal people. My next one is It's Halloween by Luminous Fiber Arts. I am doing this one on... Oh, look, I left it on there. A 32 count Chickpea Lugana, color and cotton. This one is going to have a before photo as well. I stapled the tag on here of what it is. So I just got a little bit done in each of the 3 blocks. This upper block was already done.
I think that's adorable.
And it's really fun. It'll go fast once I get back into it again.
Is that the one that was part of her box?
Not the mystery box that we did.
Okay.
But this was a mystery Halloween stitch along last year.
Okay. So that's one I didn't do.
Correct. So I am also doing Lizzie Kate's Halloween Rules. I'm doing this all long one. I'm doing all of them in a long stitch. This border is a free border off of Lizzie Kate's website, and you can still get it. I got it even just 4 weeks ago. I'm doing mine on the other half of Mom's 32 count.
Wow, you are
Stormy
rocking it.
Night. Yeah, this was gridiron grind also for the Steelers up until Halloween hit, and then I decided wanted to do something else. So now I'm doing Christmas rules.
You are definitely going to have a before and after picture on that one.
Yeah, I'll show that here in just a second. We'll do this. I'll come back here. Oh my goodness! You're not going to see detail in the before and after. But I've worked my way all the way to the top, and now I'm completing top down.
Ghouls.
I do have a boo-boo that I need to fix. This block is accurate. There's only one stitch between the borders. There's 2 here, all the way up. So I'm going to fudge it on these rows that don't have a border. And then I'm going to take out that piece and stitch it one stitch over.
And then you'll have to adjust the inside when you do that, is that correct?
I will on the ones that don't have a border. I'll have to adjust those.
The Prairie Schooler Christmas Eve. I am doing this on 32 count Lugana heirloom lace.
That could be what I'm doing mine on. But I can't remember.
Oh, it could be. Not very huge. As a matter of fact, there will not be a before and after probably, so. That seems to be the theme. Not very much.
But like you said earlier, you've been finishing projects.
Yeah, that was my goal last year. And I accomplished quite a bit, so I was pretty happy.
Yes.
And we're back.
Yay!
We had to take a break because I was doing too much yawning.
So we had to take a 24-hour break.
I had to call it a night, get some rest. We're dressed differently, as you can tell.
Yep, exactly.
So hopefully I'll be a little more energetic tonight.
And Mom's drinking coffee.
I got my coffee.
Drinking a natural energy drink. So yeah, hi, hello.
Part 2.
And it's Friday night, so
yeah.
Woohoo! Friday night video.
And we can't remember who went last because we already deleted it off of our phones, so.
Saved on the computer.
Yeah, so Jamie's just going to go for it.
This one I started with Sarah. We're starting this on the first snow, and we had that a few days ago. Oh my god, it's probably been a week and a half ago. This is Mirabilia Snow Queen. And I literally have just a start. It is one single thread, length of thread. Right there. But it's officially started now. This is done on a 32 count. Yeah, 32. Ice Queen by Bee Stitch Me. And it's going to be a bit hefty.
That is a pretty piece of fabric.
She's a bit hefty. But yeah.
You open it up like that. You can't even see your start.
No. Not to mention it blends in. Ow. Ow, there's a needle.
There's a needle.
Hold on, that's why I had it folded the other way. Okay. This next one is the start of my mini dimensions. This is Dimensions Gold Collection Hidden Spirits. I'm doing any of my dimensions kits with the exception of one. I do all kit stuff. Threads, floss, and by floss I mean actually fabric.
You don't change anything.
I don't change. So I'll show you back here first. There's been no updates to this, but there's the start of the mountain lion. This is her, and it'll blow out when I come closer. This is a little bit of background right in here. I was color completing through her, but then I messed up down here somewhere. So we shall fix that once I work on it.
I was looking for, in our 24-hour break, I was looking for some of my older pictures so that we can insert them, and everything that had anything done on it since my last pictures were taken, I have completed. And anything that I have pictures of that were in progress are still at the same spot.
Right.
So you probably won't see any updated pictures from me.
Not many.
Not many.
I think Mom sent me one so far.
Hildeboo and Sunflowers 2 by Brenda Gervais. I like this one. But it's still in the same spot. I'm doing this on 36 count 18th century blackbird linen. And unfortunately, that's all I have done. I think I'm going to try and touch all these this year.
Yeah?
I think so.
Not just focus on finishes?
I think maybe it's an initial plan, but maybe I just might do a couple of days on each project and work all the way through them.
I like that. That'd be fun.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That just came to me, so hey, I got thinking to do.
You have the right to change your mind.
Which I always do.
This next one is a Dimensions Gold Collection Petite. This is Moonlit Cabin. I have 2 threads worth of a start.
There's a lot of blue in that.
Yeah. Everything called for.
Is that full coverage?
Ish.
Or is any of like that not stitched?
This darkest right here is not stitched. But otherwise it is all stitched.
Yes.
This next one I started last year at the end of the year. This is
Cardinal.
Cardinal.
That one.
It's called Cardinal Bird, but I call it my Christmas Cardinal. He's so pretty.
He is very pretty.
I got this off of Etsy at Cross Stitch Pattern Cross. Or X Stitch Pattern X. I'm doing this one on a 14 count whitewashed board. So it's a fabric flare. And I'm not stitching the background. So I thought it would be a complementary background.
Mm-hmm.
Started in the middle and then worked my way up. I have another one by the same company, same fabric, very, very similar colors.
Have you started that one?
Mm-mm. It's poinsettia. Poinsettia.
Poinsettia. That was 2.
That was 2.
Soul Sisters by Teresa Kogut.
Soul Sister.
I am doing this on 40 count Lakeside Linen Wood Smoke. And I'm making it for my sister. And I was going along really well for a while. And then I just stopped.
I was thinking you might have had some progress on this one.
I did. I had a lot of progress. I got all of the...
Since the last WIP Parade, though.
Yeah, I'll have to find a picture for this one. I got all of her skirt done. I was on a roll.
It looks good. It's tiny.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Soul out of there and move Sisters up a little bit. Because it is for my sister. And then the belts, I'm going to put my favorite color on one of them, which is purple. And her favorite color on the other one, which is pink. Her hair has always been like blackish brown. Mm-hmm. So I was going to do that to one and then put a blonde on the other one. Mm-hmm. But the last time I saw her hair was like totally gray now.
It's very gray.
So now we're going to probably have 2 people with gray hair. That's what happens when you get old, right?
Right. She's wearing her gray well.
She is.
Yep. This next one is a Dimensions Gold collection. This is Timeless. No. A Treasured Time. All kit materials. It is wrinkly, and I'll explain that in just a second.
So it's dangerous with that board.
This is where I'm at. Started in the middle, worked my way up. And what I mean by wrinkly, you can kind of see some wrinkles through here. So what I did is this was very stiff Aida because it's full of starch. So I just crunched it up and kind of broke up that starch a little bit. And it works really well. And then those wrinkles will come out in the wash.
Yeah. I was going to say, otherwise you could just like wet it and let it dry flat.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now get some of the starch out of it.
Yeah, I didn't want to take the time. Is really what it came down to. This next one is a Heaven and Earth Designs. This is called the Wishing Tree, or Wishing Tree 1, I'm sorry. Quick stitch. Artwork by Jeremiah Kettner. So this is a portion of another chart. I'm doing it on 16 count Easy Grid Ada. And I started in the bottom left corner. This is just thread on the back. And that's moving very nicely. It's pretty small comparatively. It's 175 by 178. So it's pretty small.
Yeah. Yeah. I worked on smaller. Not full coverage.
I've had better.
Plum Street Samplers, the Gather In. You saw Jamie's earlier. And I am doing mine on 32 count Vintage Country Mocha.
The same thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at. Actually, that's where I'm at.
Yep.
But that's just a line.
A line of grass.
A line of grass. Yes. Yes, Jamie's doing lines of grass. Mustn't lose my needle. That's one of those
coveted
Pat Carson needles.
This is my one exception to doing all kit materials. This is a Sunset company, Sunset Kit, and I believe Sunset used to be a division of Dimensions, or is now. So this is Giants of the Sea. Now the kit material, this is unstitched, and I'm going to leave it unstitched, but I decided to go for a hand-dyed fabric to make it a little bit easier and a little prettier. Started in the bottom right-hand corner. This is on a 28 count Glacier Lucana by Picture This Plus. And you can see the first little whale's head. First little baby orca.
You've always liked orcas.
I have.
As long as I can remember when you were in high school. That's as long as I can remember.
I'm glad you don't remember the rest.
When you were in school, you did a report on orcas.
Yes.
And you just fell in love with them.
I do love them. And then my next one is a Dimensions Gold collection. This is Equine Trio. I have a pitiful start on this one. And this is...
Talk about stiff.
It's very stiff fabric.
That could stand up on its own.
It really can. Okay, I gotta orientate myself. Okay. This is where I'm at. And Mom, if you could hold up the picture. You're looking at the front horse, his nose. So here's his jaw, down to his muzzle, and the front of his nose. Yes, very, very stiff fabric. Can't even do it justice.
Okay, Flying Lessons by Silver Creek Samplers. For those of you who know me, I'm in aviation, and I wanted to do this to hang up at my office at Halloween. And I'm doing this on 32 count Stoneware by Color and Cotton. And I have a pitiful start. I'll just leave that folded because that's all there is to it. I have G and H of flight, of night.
Of night.
I'm pretty sure this was probably done during a mania.
Yeah.
That's why there's so little.
If you're not familiar, Mania was something that was started back in like 2015, where the idea was you did a new start for every day of the month or the first 15 days. Mom and I did every day of the month for a few years.
That was intense.
And most of those projects I still don't have any more progress on.
I know, that's what I'm running into now.
This one is Spooky Halloween Mantle by Bent Creek. This comes as a kit, and I am also doing it all called for. It is done on a 20 or an 18, I can't remember which, linen, 18 count or 20 count linen with pearl cottons, and you do it over 2. So it's the equivalent of
I remember it as 20.
I thought so too, yeah. So it's the equivalent of 10 count. But it's so fun. So chunky.
Chunky monkey.
I'll leave mine out because
I started mine too, so yeah, that'd be fun to compare them.
Mom did not do hers on the kit fabric.
No.
So you saw this yesterday for us. This is Mini Scaredy Cats, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Jeff Haney. I'm doing mine on a 25 count easy grid Lugana 2/1 half cross. Oops. I started in the middle, and I started with the nose, then I worked on the mouth, then I started on the cat outline, and then I don't remember why I decided to go down here. Maybe I was going to try and work my way to the corner. Who knows?
Because you are not happy in one spot building out. You have got to go here and here and here and here, and then you screw things up.
Yeah, well, yep. It builds character.
It builds frustration.
Yes.
I love this pattern. Country Cottage Needleworks Snowflake Serenade. I have been struggling with this one. I want to pick it up, but I don't because I started doing it on Bestitch Me Garage, which is a 32 count Lugana. And there it is. Can you remember what was it originally called for on platinum?
Yeah, I believe so,
Yeah.
which is why I just changed mine to platinum.
Yeah, and I just wanted a little bit of something, so I put it on here, and I don't like it. I can barely see the white. So Jamie and I had a consult yesterday before we started filming, and she gave me a piece of her platinum, so I'm going to restart it on platinum.
That explains why I couldn't find my sticker. I forgot I had already done that.
32 count platinum. Do you want this sticker?
No.
Oh, hello. Yay. So I'm going to try it again. And it's basically the same color, it just is not marbled. So these darker pieces of this grog is pretty much the same color as the platinum.
Yep.
So that'll take out the white and it'll take out the busyness of it. So it should look good. But I like the delicacy of the pattern. I like how light it is. I think it just makes it cold. So
crisp.
That's where I am on that one.
That's what I have to say about that one.
That's what I have to say about that one.
This, you have this one too, right? This is our Mirabilia.
Yes.
Okay, because I need your cover photo because I haven't made a working copy of my cover photo yet. Oh, like you have it close.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Because it's in my pile, I think, of things I have forgotten to log.
Yeah. This next one is a Dimensions Gold Collection. This is Rocky Point. I love this one because I feel like I'm there. Like I can hear the waves, the birds chirping.
I feel like I'm drowning.
Mom's not the biggest fan of water.
No, I love water. That's the problem. I just don't know how to swim and it scares me.
Well, yeah.
I love being on the water. I love being on the lake. But I am the type of person where that life jacket is on me and it is tight.
Yes.
Until Jim gives me a couple of Mike's lemonades.
This is another one that I'm started in the middle, worked my way up. There's a hanging thread. That's where that one's at. And then this one is we had the pleasure of getting access to this chart. So this is Mirabilia Lady of the Flag. And I started mine on a 30 count, Constitution by Primitive Hair. I haven't even counted my stitches or anything. I left it.
Oh, goodness.
I completely left it.
You are faltering.
Yeah. So this fabric, in case you are not familiar, it is the Constitution printed on a linen. And then I started in the middle. It's a mite bit unruly.
It's huge. Big.
Big. Huge. You will see way more done on Mom's, but right there is where
And that
I
was
started.
just a day.
Yeah, that was a day. That was a day.
That was a day.
If I had to guess, there's probably 300 stitches there. Maybe 275.
I'm being a mom. I'm
Okay.
scared you're going to spell that. Because you're flopping all over the place
I
here.
am flopping. Thanks for the cover photo.
You're welcome. I gave this one a valiant start. I could give you a picture of this one. Not even a start. I worked on this year, obviously, because that's why I'm showing it. Goodness. I will put in a before picture of this one. The Drawn Thread Welcome Autumn. Since I can't speak, I'll just show it to you. So I worked really hard on it, and I wanted to get it done, and I don't know why I quit. I guess I just got burnt out. So I have the back stitching to do all the way through, and then I have to finish the OME. And I'm doing this on, I don't know.
A 32 count haystack Lugana by Color and Cotton.
There it is.
There it is.
That's why I have this.
And this.
And this.
And that.
I love the Drawn Thread. I absolutely love
Me too.
their stuff.
Stash conversion for that one too, right? Because it's Dinky Dye Silks.
Right.
Yeah. Looks good.
Thank you for that.
This is my favorite project to boop the nose on. This is Pain Free Crafts. It is called Reaper. Artwork is by Daryl Bevan. I don't know, Bevan. Oh, God, look at him. I just started him this year. I'm doing it on a 14 count Moth Wing by Fiber on a Whim.
How appropriate.
By Forbidden Fiber Co. Yes.
I really want to see that one come together.
Yeah.
That one's spooky.
Oh, I love it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I love him. And this next one, again, new start. This is, I call it Grateful and Blessed. I started this just at the beginning of October. I was looking to see. Oh yeah, this is the one that doesn't say anything about who did it. I got it on Etsy. I am doing mine on a 25 count potato. 1/1 full cross. Wait, yeah, full cross.
Wow. Wow. Hold that up close.
Yeah. So I started in the middle and I worked my way up. So we're talking about, this is the ampersand. Right there. And then that is the top. Which I don't think you could even grasp.
How little that is.
This is probably 3/4 of an inch. The size of a quarter, probably.
Well, bless you for doing that while you're young and you can save.
Right. I do have a couple of waist threads in here. Waist knots. So if you see that, that's all that
What
is.
knots?
Waist knot, one knot. Exactly.
It's Friday.
It is Friday. It's finally Friday. Are you ready for that one?
Yes. Yeah, Jamie got on a over one kick this year.
I did. It's been fun.
My plan last year during the floss this thing, the
WIP
WIP
Parade.
Parade, was to do this chart, Tiny Modernist, Words to Live By. I was going to do 1 square a month and get it done by this time this year.
And have the middle block done by the end of the year. Previously.
Yes. And I think at the end of last year, I had the OW done and follow in the middle block.
Something like that, yeah.
I'm doing this on 36 Count Brenda's Brew by R&R Reproductions. Voila. I finished follow.
Follow.
That is a desperate fail.
You are changing your colors.
I am changing my colors.
You're making it more you.
I'm doing it more
dusty.
Dusty.
Yeah.
I don't like all the bright.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing it on the black also, so it'll look cute. I mean, the bright colors will work on the black.
Yes. So I'm kind of doing a combination. I am also working on this one. I started mine on an 18 count fabric, and it's been in the same spot for the last 4 years because I can't figure out what colors I want to use. Because honestly, these oranges, they're not my color. They're way too bright.
You don't have any oranges chosen?
I have a version. Because I also changed my colors. And I decided to do a bit dusty.
We'll go with it. Those are nice.
Yeah, these are the ones who just, when Lisa was here.
Oh, okay.
I picked them out. So, these are the colors I'm choosing. Which are dusty, but yet brighter than Mom's. So, I'm excited about them.
Yeah. Maybe we need to do a stitch along, you and I, this year to get that done.
Done?
Going, moving.
This is all I have printed because it's the only thing I started with. This is the border. That's it.
How about by the next WIP Parade next year, we have this intersection done?
We certainly can try. Certainly can try.
So many things to do, so little time to do them in. Did you do one or two?
I did one. My next one is, I call it Beauty and the Beast. This is from Etsy. This is Cross Stitch with Us is where I found it. Could not tell you if it's still around or not. I was working on this on a black, made a huge mistake, one that was non-recoverable. So I decided to restart it, but I was not in a position, also very fitting, that my needle minders don't quit. I was not in a position to work on it too much, but I wanted it started. I did not want it to be like, oh yeah, I'll get to it eventually, whatever. There's 14 stitches in there.
It's a start.
It is a start because I'm not quitting.
I also am working on a Tisket and a Tasket by Rosewood Manor.
Did I say that it was from Rosewood Manor?
I don't know if you did or not.
I kind of feel like I didn't.
I got you, boo.
Got you, boo.
I'm doing mine on 32 Count Legacy by Picture This Plus.
So pretty.
And that is the top
left. Are you sure it's not the bottom right?
It depends on which side you're looking at.
I'm pretty sure it's the bottom right.
No, I'm pretty sure I started at the top.
Okay.
No,
it is reversible.
That would be backwards.
It is reversible.
This is one of the corners.
This is, I'm pretty sure. Did you write T for top on here at all?
No, because I figured I'd figure it out, right?
See, this is why I love this one so much. These colors.
Oh, the colors are gorgeous.
I should have started in a corner so it wasn't so daunting.
Yeah. Okay, that's just got to be the bottom right.
It's just gotta be.
Just gotta be.
It could literally be the top left corner. Do you see that?
Yeah. I thought that's where I started, was the top left.
But you generally don't start
I
there.
don't. It could be either. I mean, like, I can just make it whatever I want at this point. But it's pretty.
It is pretty. This one doesn't have a name, but I call it Outlander. I got this one on Etsy. I do love the books. I love the show. There's like 5 DMC colors in this, so it's wonderful. And I am doing mine on Jamie's kilt.
Like only 5 DMCs, is that what you're saying?
Like only 5 DMCs. Fabric is called Jamie's Kilt, and it is from Fabrics by Stephanie. Started in the middle, worked my way to the top. And then I'm just working my way down. I wasn't paying attention to the fabric, but yeah, there you go.
Mm.
I had it started on a 40 count linen in Jamie's kilt. And then that was at the time where I was deciding I didn't want to do 1/1. Now I'm back to it. This next one. This is a Heaven and Earth Designs Soteria and Solace. Artwork by Dragon Muse. I love her stuff.
That's a dragon back there.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to realize that. I thought it was a tree.
No. I love it. I'm a huge fan of Fourth Wing and all that stuff. All those things. So I really enjoyed stitching on this. Where did I start? Oh, yeah. Top right-hand corner. This one's done, but I didn't have a place to bury it, so that's why I stuck it over there. I was trying to work in a diagonal and just kind of cross country through the diagonal. That's my needle. I haven't given myself enough time on full coverages to really figure out how I like to stitch them. Because I always convince myself there's something else I should be working on that I can get done better and quicker and faster. Tink. So this year, I want to find a way to do that, to focus on them. Where there's a will, there's a way, right?
Exactly. Equality Sampler by Plum Street Samplers. You saw Jamie's earlier, I believe. I don't remember where she was at on hers.
Bottom right-hand corner.
I'm doing mine on 32 count fawn by Picture This Plus.
You gonna?
That's it.
That's a good chunk, though.
That obviously was another Mania start.
I'm impressed
I think
you
most of these
counted
are
all the way across.
I know. So when I'm doing a cross like that, I will do the half a stitch all the way across and then do a full cross on 10 and count all the way and do a full cross on 10, then come back.
That's a great way to do it. I use counting pins.
Yeah.
Because I just get in a rhythm and I just go, and then I come back and I'll count it. I love this one too. This is a Reolist kit. It's called Breeze Through Maine. Are you picking up that I love horses? I'm going to put that over there for you because I'm going to have you show the picture in a minute. All kit stuff. I do have a couple hanging threads. It is what it is. Sorry. So here is where I'm at.
Even your needle miner's dark.
I know. So this bright spot right here, yep, is on his back. And this is the start of his nose, his muzzle right here, and his cheek.
I'm trying not to be the Vanna.
Oh, I love him. I love him. I just love him. This next one.
That's my turn, isn't it?
No. Not yet. This next one is called Gothic Garden. Artwork by Curve Designs. And it was charted by Sharova Creations. And I don't think Sharova is under the same name anymore on Etsy. But I don't know what her new name is. Gothic Garden. I'm doing it on a 28 count Dove Monaco. 2/1 10 stitch. That is just the top right corner. That's about 600 stitches. Yeah.
That's going to be cool.
My needle minder. Never mistake my silence for weakness. No one plans a murder out loud.
Halloween Mantle. Jamie showed this early. This is Spooky Halloween Mantle by Bet Creek. I am doing mine on 32 count raw natural linen. This is the one that Jamie was doing with the pearl cottons on 20 count.
Your witch is so cute.
I know, isn't it? And then we're going to put Jamie's up here too. Is that how you would do it?
Sure. Because grass is grass.
That's the difference in size.
So mom's is the equivalent of a 16 count, and mine's the equivalent of a 10 count. But I love it. I'm having so much fun with it. Sometimes you just want some big chunky stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. My next one needs to see the light of day. I have a feeling this one over here would like to see it happen.
Mm-hmm.
This is Black Bear Country, produced by Custom Crafts, designed by Dine.
She's trying to read backwards.
Yeah, Dine Layer. I don't know. I'm terrible at names. Black Bear Country. I'm doing it on a 14 count pewter.
Let me see that.
I started in the middle, and then I worked my way to the top right-hand corner. That's where I'm at. And then this right here, yeah, this right here is his eye. His left eye. It's really hard to see.
Yeah, I can't make it out.
This is the start of his muzzle. The brown, light brown of his muzzle.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yep. I'm handing that to you like it's yours.
I think that first name is Diane Allaire.
That would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
My next one has a needle minder magnet on it somewhere. Well, I'm not sure where the needle minder is that goes to that. This is Heaven and Earth Designs. Mini Together We Stand. Artwork by Jody Bergsma.
Is it a patriotic one?
I can't remember.
That's not the one that was on the last one, was it? Because you had a patriotic one on that one.
No, that one for sure. That one's correct.
Okay.
That was my very first needle minder that I made. Yeah.
Yeah.
Made it out of a button. Yeah. I'll find it. It's around here somewhere. Okay, show the picture. Show the progress. I'm doing mine on a 25 count 2/1 easy grid Ghana. I am working all over the place. And I have park threads everywhere. So I started down here and I was working. Then I decided to work up here, work to the middle. Then I popped up here. Then I decided I was going to start over here and work my way through.
That makes me so nervous.
Yeah, I'll have to deal with the consequences.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I roll.
And we are doing the minis, right?
Yes.
It's a mini. And our friend Lori is doing the full color. What do you call them?
Full size.
Full size.
Regular size. Do you remember what Sarah's doing?
I thought there was something with color.
Max color. She's
Max
not
color.
doing the max
Okay.
color. Sarah, what are you doing?
I think Sarah is doing the full one too.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah. Sarah doesn't do anything small.
No.
She's all in all the time.
Did you see that she finished her Leonov
I know,
Afromov?
yes. That was awesome.
Sarah, I love that one. You know I got to see that one. Okay.
Can I go now?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm working on American Eagle. That is out of the Sweet Land of Liberty book by Blackbird Designs. And this is the chart I'm doing. And I'm keeping all the called for colors because it's Blackbird.
Mm-hmm.
And I am doing it on 36 count vintage overcast by Lakeside Linen. You know, if I do all these this coming year, I'm going to be working on 36 and 40 count for most of everything I'm doing.
You should do that before you get
older. I have a huge piece of fabric here because I plan on doing everything in this book on this fabric someday, because it's only taken me like 3 years to do this much.
Those go quick once you get started on them.
Yeah.
So ironically, I have 2 Beauty and the Beast patterns back to back. I love Beauty and the Beast too. This is...
It's a musical.
It is. Yeah, I mean it is. Yes.
But you hate musicals.
I'm definitely not a fan of musicals. But I love Disney.
I'm trying to get her to go see Wicked 2 with me, and she won't go because she doesn't like musicals.
No. I'm not a huge fan of Wizard of Oz either. Anything Wizard of Oz.
This is different.
I called this is the Thomas Kincaid Beauty and the Beast. Now this one, I was going gangbusters on. 25 count, 2 over 1 half cross. I got 1,000+ stitches on it one day, and it was great. I was having so much fun. And then I realized I started it 1 line too high, which I'm okay with. I can deal with, but all my other ones are 1 line down, and I don't want to confuse myself. So even though there's 1,000 stitches on it, I'm just going to turn it over and start in the correct spot on the top. And then this next one is Enchanted Rose. Not called anything with Beauty and the Beast, but we all know. I'm doing this one 25 count, 2 over 1 half cross. And I started with the rose. And I got the rose done, or just the buds done. There are just a couple stitches here that I did not do.
Alrighty, I am working on American Sampler by Plum Street. You'll notice Jamie and I do a lot of stuff of the same stuff. I mean, we just have very similar taste.
Yeah, we do.
I'm doing mine in 36 count 18th century brown linen by R&R Reproductions.
Did you end up you restarted this, right?
I don't think so.
Because I was thinking maybe you were going to start it on Monaco.
Could be, yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't either. That was too long ago, but.
When did you start it?
A couple of years ago.
I know, but you have the date right there.
5/31 of 23.
23, okay.
This is why I write stuff down. I can't even remember to look at the stuff I write down. Hey, I'm just proud of myself that I brought my books up here and
That's
I'm
true.
that organized.
That is true. This is an artisy. This is Mini Bald Eagle. I am not stitching the background, so I chose a summer khaki fabric. It's a 14 count summer khaki. I started at the top and I'm working my way down.
Ooh la la.
Ho, ho, ho. I have 1 single stitch of orange that I need to do, but otherwise the yellow and orange is done.
That eye really pops.
Yeah. Doesn't he look great? He looks so good.
He does look good.
And I have another horse. This is Freedom for All by Custom Crafts. And now I can't remember. Hold on. Okay. It is full coverage, but this is all stitched in through here and it's shaded appropriately. But I wanted one, I wanted a color that was similar to that, is really what it comes down to. So I picked a color that I didn't write down. It is a 14 count fabric. Started in the middle. worked my way up to the top corner. You can actually see it really well. In person, that blends in incredibly well. But on camera, it really pops. You can see how much I got done.
Yeah.
Look at him go. This, would you mind holding that up again? Right here is right there. Just the side of his nose. Yeah.
You've got some big ones.
Yes.
I got some.
So you'll notice that all my big ones are at the end, not intentionally, other than the fact that they're a bigger base for the pile.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted a good foundation.
I thought it would be fun to try a high count fabric.
Oh.
It was going pretty good for a while, but I haven't touched it in a while, and I don't know if I can see it anymore. Summer Sweets Pen Keeps by Scattered Seed Samplers. I am,
It's gonna look spectacular.
Yeah. I am doing this on 56 count Cafe au lait.
56 count.
And it's really cute. It's really small. I'm not going to give up on it yet. It's just going to be one of those things where when I work on it, I have to stay focused on it because it's going to... You have to get used to working on it.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
I can't bounce around to different fabrics.
No, that takes your eyes some time to figure out.
It has a good magnifier.
This one is the first cross stitch, right? Yeah, cross stitch studio I've shown. This is Pledge of Allegiance script. The gold border on these on Cross Stitch Studio is not stitched. That's just a visual. Yeah. Can you guess what fabric I'm doing it on? 25 count 2/1 half cross. Start in the bottom right hand corner.
You're doing 2/1?
Yeah. 2/1. 2 threads over 1 thread.
Yeah, that's going to be like chunky.
No.
No.
It'll be good. Okay. But I was concerned that half cross would not look good with that script because I wanted it to have good clean lines so you could read the Pledge of Allegiance. So I counted my way over. I think it's going to look okay, but I'm still apprehensive. So we'll see what I do. I don't know. We'll see what I do. I love 2/1 because I love the loop start. I hate burying my threads with 1/1,
Yeah.
but I still do it. This next one I'm doing for my grandma. She loved irises. This is a Heaven and Earth Designs.
For her memory.
In memory of her, yeah. Quick Stitch Iris. Artwork is by Josephine Wall. I am doing mine on a 25 count 2/1 half cross. And this
It's a tiny little
it
one.
is so tiny. Hold on, I gotta make sure I'm in the right spot. I have threads everywhere. Gotta make it pretty so you can see it. It is gonna be all of like 6 inches by 7 inches. So again, started here. Counted my way all the way up here, stitched across, then I decided to start color completing, but then I don't have anywhere to bury those threads, so they're just chilling. Yes. Oh, it's so cute and tiny. And hairy.
Was that 2?
Yeah.
Hairy. Dog hair.
Oh, just thread hair. Everything's hairy with dog hair.
Talon Emblem, Tangled Tidings, Happy Halloween. I saw this at market and I fell in love with it. It looks so pretty stitched up.
Yeah.
Normally it would not be my cup of tea, but oh, I love it. I'm doing mine on 36 count Wren by Picture This Plus.
Oh, that looks great.
I'm a little thrown off that the bird is outlined in blue because it's a black bird.
But it is.
It's gonna work once I get the bird in there. Isn't that pretty? like that. Obviously, I like it, or I wouldn't be doing it, right?
You were focused on that for a while.
I did. I was very monogamous on this.
Mom generally is monogamous. I bounce around like crazy. This next one is a Mystic Stitch. It's called Home of the Brave. Artwork is by Jason Bullard. We are a very patriotic family. We have military veterans, not active, oh my goodness, Derek's retired.
Retired military?
Yeah. My brother has been in and out. Like, he's been, whatever I'm trying to say.
Dad told me the other day he's been retired for 22 years, so he has been retired longer than he was in. Can you believe that?
No.
I remember him retiring like it was yesterday.
Yes. My dad. My brother is also retired. Mom is a veteran. Bottom right-hand corner. I did actually work on this one this year. Just a tiny little bit, but I did work on it. Okay. There's that one.
We need to probably start going one and one for a while.
So, like, do I get to show this one yet?
No. Hold tight. Hold that thought. I'm doing Reindeer Stables by Quaint Rose Needle Arts. I'm doing mine on 36 count dark cobblestone. I love this fabric, and they have discontinued it. Makes me mad.
Discontinued the color, so there's no linen, no Lugana. Oh man,
that's the top. Okay. That's party.
So that
and I think I'm doing one thread on that.
That piece right there.
1/2. But isn't that a gorgeous piece of fabric? Why? Why would they get rid of that?
Right.
Everybody needs to write to Zoyer and tell him to bring it back.
Bring it back. Now can I show this one?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Look at this guy. Just look at the picture.
You can focus on that one this year, right?
I would love, yes. My plan, we'll see. I would love to do 100 stitches a week. It's not that much, and it's attainable. So fingers crossed. Lisa told me I'm supposed to do 200 before the next time we have a video. Does this count, Lisa, as having a video?
Yeah.
Because I haven't done it yet. This is Shadows. I call it Shadows. This is artwork, not artwork, but charted by Cross Stitch for Everyone. On her website, it's called Black Horse with Shadows. In Shadows. And the actual art is by Jessie Williard.
Well, you call it for Shadows because that's what she has. It's Shadows.
Yes.
So you were calling it right.
25 count, 2/1. Half cross. And would you believe me if I told you I'm working everywhere on this one?
Do you have 2 needle minders with 9 3/4?
Yeah. It was a button pack that had 2 of them. Okay, gotta get my park threads on the way. Hold on, I'm coming. So, I started in the middle, worked my way up to the eye, and then decided to work some of this black background. I'm stitching on the black background. So this is his eye, down his cheek, and then I decided to work in the bottom right hand or left hand corner. So it's that right there. And then I was just working in a diagonal, just stitching away, just chipping away at it. And there's a solid chance I'm going to work my way to the top. Because why not?
Because that's life, right?
Yeah,
work your way to the top.
He's going to be a bit long. He's going to be a bit long. Okay.
He's a big horse.
Yes. And he's got one on my wall in 75 years.
So I was watching a reel the other day. I was going to send it to you, but you never watch it. She was calling her husband on the phone and says, I'm bringing home a third dog. And we can't hear his side of the conversation, but she's like, yeah, it's like a prairie dog. And they zoom down and she's sitting on a horse.
It's a prairie dog.
It's like, that is Jamie.
So I did a thing.
Okay. I also am working on Spangled by Long Dog Sampler. I also have changed my colors. And where Jamie's was more blue, mine is more rose colored.
Mine's actually just a tickle more green.
Green, right.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this on 18 count vintage smoky white.
Oh.
That's all.
You start in the bottom right hand corner and you're working your way around.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying Anchor Black on this one to see how it looks.
That's right, we are, aren't we?
Yep. You've been questioning one thread on this.
Yeah, I think it's going to look all right, though.
I think so.
I didn't know if I should just restart it and do 2 threads, because I'm only doing 1. But I think it's going to look all right. Get it in here. I mean, red doesn't always have full coverage anyway, or good coverage, and black we know doesn't, but
Yeah.
I think it's going to be okay.
I think so. I really do.
Yeah.
I really do.
If you look at some of these patterns, this is why we do these videos, is to remind us of these patterns, because it's always like, why am I not working on that?
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. This one you've seen already, but this is Charting Creations. It's called Uninvited Guest. Artwork by Jeff Tift. And this was my first foray. How do you say that word?
Foray.
Foray into different full coverage companies. I'd always known about like Dimensions, things like that, but coming back into cross stitching, I saw this on Instagram and I'm like, I need this. And I didn't know who it was by. I didn't know how to get a hold of it. And I searched. And once I found it, I was like, yep, that's it. I'm doing it. I like him.
And then she talked me into doing it, which wasn't very hard to do.
There is a little ghosty right here. An apparition. There's a lot of stuff in here. Okay. Show the picture. Show the project. Guess what? 25 count. 2/1. Half cross. I started in the bottom left-hand corner. And then I worked my way up to the Reaper. And I started working on him. And then I decided I wanted to work on the top right-hand corner. So I worked my way over there. There you go. That's what I got. I did count very nicely. And by that, I mean, I double checked myself and then I fixed my mistakes. You can see right there that I was off by like 8 stitches. So either way, I'm liking working from the top down. So it's going to suck, but if this is off, then it's off and I'll deal with it.
You heard it here.
Mm-hmm. Got some dingleberries happening.
My next one is Log Cabin Christmas. And again, I was working really hard on this one and then just quit. And that is by Little House Needleworks. I'm doing mine on 18 count L by Picture This Plus. And I got 3.5 blocks done.
I didn't listen to you, but did you say it was by Little House Needleworks?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just looking. I was tracking when I did each block.
Yep.
And I started the bear, which is the block I'm on now, June 3rd of 2024. So I have not basically touched it since a year ago, June.
Yep, year and a half. Yeah, I understand that. This is my next cross-stitch studio that I've got going. This is Hiding Place by Abraham Hunter, artwork by Abraham Hunter. And this looks like the best place to be ever. Mm-hmm. Water, sunset, peaceful, woods, love it. But yet, I only have 91 stitches in there. This is the bottom left-hand corner, 2 over 1/10 stitch. I started it one night, and then I was only able to get 91 stitches in. And then I have not allowed myself time to do it.
Mm-hmm. My next one is Petite Moments of Summer by Jardin Privé. We did this as Sal through Cornhusker State Stitchers. I'm doing mine on 32 count light toe. And I only got to there. And they stitch up really fast.
They do, very much so.
I just put it down, but I mean, the stitches are turning out really well.
Yeah.
I was having a good stitching week that week.
I like your bunny.
I know.
This next one, I believe, I've been corrected, so I hope I get it right this time. It's German. A German designer, a German pattern. It translates, or at least I call it, Colors of the Water or Colors of Water. And that's the pattern. Hold on. The designer's name's in here somewhere.
You guys that can speak German, let us know what the name of that pattern is.
Oh, yeah.
In English.
Dorothy Candiz. Not that you can see that at all, but that's what it is. Okay. I'm doing mine on a 14 count white Ada. Started in the upper right hand corner. Got that first block done. Got the kind of the border, the middle between the blocks. And that's where I'm at. I saw a floss tuber working on this, and I can't remember her name right now. But she's a monogamous stitcher, and I was watching her on Instagram do hers. I loved it.
And I made you floss tags with the pictures.
Yes.
Of that on it. The Sunflower Inn is a full coverage piece that I received for my birthday from Sarah, like 2 years ago. Well, was it last year? A year and a half ago. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
This is starting in the bottom right. And this is, I should have a before picture on this one maybe, I don't know. Would you hold that just a moment? This is the fence post right here. That's an entire yard of fabric. This thing is going to be huge.
And you're stitching it on?
I'm stitching it on 16 count parchment. And when I put it in a hoop, I have to have Jamie and Sarah put it in there for me because there's so much fabric.
Look at the colors.
It's lovely.
I can't remember if you had started it or you were questioning whether to start it on 25 count. And you decided that, you know what, on these, you really just wanted to enjoy the process.
I think this is the one that I had not started yet, but I had decided that I am going to enjoy this one because I love this pattern. So I'm going to do it on something that I enjoy, which is 16 count Ada for full coverage. So
you can still do the loop start. You can count easier.
And then once I did start this, I decided I liked the 16 count so much that I restarted almost all of my full coverages.
Speaking of, how many more projects do you have?
I have 1, 2, 3.
Okay, go ahead and do another one because I only have 2 left.
See?
Good timing. Yeah. I'm not giving her time to prepare.
Okay.
Hey, you finished that one.
Yeah.
You can mark that one off.
Yeah. Why don't you do that while I'm speaking?
You don't have a highlighter up here, do you?
No.
Okay.
But you could write the date in.
Sounds good.
A Type of Christmas by Erin Elizabeth is the next one. And we were doing this as a stitch along too, right?
Sorry. Yep.
I'm doing mine on 36 count hazelnut by XG Designs. And I have felled all the people that were stitching along with us because I didn't get very far.
And you did a color conversion.
Did I? Yes, I did. I changed my blues. They were more teal, turquoise type colors, and I made them more blue. And if you are working on this and you're doing this border, be careful because it is not the same all the way down. So make sure you count them.
Yes. There is, sorry. You can actually see it right there. That one is bigger. So you can't just get into a rhythm and go.
Yeah.
I figured that out on snow days also. Snow days? Doesn't matter. One of my projects, I did the same thing. I was just going to town, I was stitching. I'm like, oh, I had to undo it. I don't know what date you finished it on.
It was just yesterday, wasn't it? Or the day before?
We were filming yesterday. Did you finish it the same day we started filming?
No, it would have been the day before.
Okay. So that would have been the 10th. This one I started recently. This is Ghostly Stroll. I got this off of Etsy from Boogie Stitcher.
Boogie.
Let's see. There you go. But he's so cute. Look at him. It's a cute little ghosty.
I know. I love that.
25 count. 2/1, half cross. And I started in the upper right hand corner. There's probably 250 stitches.
I don't know why I got so bad at logging in my stitches or my patterns.
I think you just wanted to keep going.
I think so. Autumn Lane Stitchery, Tonight We Ride. Jamie was doing hers on Lugana. I'm doing mine on 36 count Pumpkin Patch by Be Stitch Me. So mine is dyed just a little bit different.
I was hoping that mine was handy enough, but it's not.
What is the top here? That's it, right?
This is the top, yeah.
That is the top. I have an upside down witch.
You're just flying upside down. And there's a reason why you centered it on the fabric the way you did. Do you remember what that reason is?
I don't. So, because of the... No, I don't.
So you see it's a pretty bright patch here.
Right.
Mom really liked all that modeling. So on this picture, that bright patch is going to be mostly where that house is. So.
And then that modeled stuff is going to be the sky, which can be really cool.
Yep. Did you say you just started it this year?
I did not say when I started it.
Did you say the fabric?
I did say the fabric.
Okay. I should probably listen to you.
I don't listen to you, so we're even.
So it's fine.
Yeah.
This is my last project. And I want to start this one, or I want to keep stitching this one. Big surprise. Oh, it's also Abraham Hunter
What else did he
design. I've actually got quite a few of his, not all started, of course, but the hiding place is Abraham Hunter. Okay. This is an Artisy. Freedom. It's a cropped version. But look at the blues and the colors. I'm doing it on a 16 count Easy Grid Ada. My dogs have trampled this one, so
Good thing it's full coverage. You can cover up the dirt.
Yeah, it needs a bath. Started in the middle. Decided I wanted to work my way to the top. So instead of working my way, I just counted to the top. And I'm working top left down is what I'm going to try. But I'm sure I'll get distracted and do something else. So the way Easy Count Ada is, the gray line is actually in the middle of the Ada square. which helps. It makes it a lot easier because you stitch right on top of that line. At least I think so.
It confuses me.
It confuses.
I don't have this one written down, so if you can remember the date that we started it, you'll have to let me know.
October 18th.
I also am doing Lady of the Flag by Nora Corbett.
Mirabilia.
Mirabilia.
I mean, Nora Corbett is Mirabilia.
Sarah's working on this, and Jamie and I started it on the same day, so we all stitched together that day. And I should have a before picture of this one too.
You don't even have this one in here,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. It's not in there.
No. Okay.
I also am doing mine on the Constitution fabric. Voila! I worked hard on this one.
Oh,
and it doesn't look like that much, but that's a lot of stitching. And of course, I'll save my beads to last because I don't want to put my hoop over the beads. But we're centering the lady on the fabric itself, so the fabric is going to be the design also. So we'll just frame it, the whole thing. And then we also have, what's the other one called? Lady Liberty?
Queen of Freedom.
Queen of Freedom that we're going to be doing. So I say we, but I think you're doing the same as I on the same fabric. So
I did not get 2 of those.
You did not?
No.
Okay. So my plan is to do them both on this fabric, and then I'm going to frame them the same and hang them on my big wall together.
I like that.
At least over Independence Day. Thank you.
That was your last one.
That was my last
one.
one.
That was your last one. That was my last one.
We're done.
We're done.
We made it through. I didn't yawn tonight.
Right.
Thank you guys for sticking around. This was a long one. I can't imagine anybody watched this as one complete video.
No.
If you did, you probably got a lot of stitching done. So
I absolutely love watching WIP parades.
Yeah.
And I watch them like in chunks.
Yeah. Yep. So thanks for sticking with us.
Check out our channel if you want to see any of our other videos. And we will be back with a floss tube as soon as we're back with a floss tube.
Until next time, bye.
Bye, guys.